on? It's your girl Tiffany, Metamalicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces high priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one who isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on today. Um, this is going to be a general reading for the overall collective. So y'all take the messages that apply, leave the ones that do not. Remember that this can apply to your past, your present, or your future, as well as it may be pertaining to you or any and everyone in between that you may or may not know. With that being said, guys, we're going to get started. Also, before I get started with this message, I would like to give what is the word, y'all? It's so early where I'm at right now. I am so tired, but I was woke up out my sleep with this shit. Okay, so this is just like a I don't know, like trigger warning or what have you. If you're somebody who has maybe dealt with any type of traumas or anything that could be triggering to you, then this message it will definitely probably be okay. Um, yeah. So ugh, I am so tired. I don't know what to do. Um, but I'm like, fuck it. I'm up. They get like, y'all. I kid y'all not. If I do get to, get to sleep early, get some rest early. I kid you not. These witches, they will get me up like it never fails in the wee hours of the morning during witching hours. Okay, because I'm a targeting individual. Like I am so used to having like these fucked up dreams. Like sometimes I have like these really fucked up dreams that would have you. Um and some of them like feel totally implanted, like somebody like implanted some shit in my mind. It's almost like seeing like some type of like a motion picture or movie or like something or what have you. And it's just, but I'm used to dreaming in different things anyway, like everybody dreams. But y'all, so anyway, this has to do with a dream that I just had, okay? And I woke up, I got up because I'm like, this is really fucked up. And I was really disgusted by it, y'all, okay? But I feel like it needs to be said. And I went on and got up and looked into it because I'm like, I was really annoyed by this dream because I'm like, this is either me in this dream or my child. Because I was asking Spirit, I'm like, Spirit, who is this? Me or my child or somebody else's child or what have you. But it was pissing me off because like I can see vividly what was going on in this dream. Like even the like people I can tell who were a child, persons I can tell who is clearly an adult, even the sex of that person to say, oh, this is a girl or a boy or a woman or a man or like that or what have you. But their face is obscured. Like I can see like the entire person, but the face. So like basically, and it's interesting because it's like I can see everything, but like the main features of the face, the eyes, the nose, the mouth area, that would basically show the exact features of a person's face to like to be able to identify them. Um, it's cloaked, it's fucking hidden, and that irritated me. That pissed me off. But I clearly could see this woman. Okay, there's this woman, and she's like this. She's like a grown as adult, like a woman. Okay, and then there's this child, and this child is like, I feel like this child can walk, but this child is not school age. So like anywhere from like toddler like to like, cause like I think like most kids are probably walking. Some kids get to walking early or what have you. Some kids probably start walking around 8 months or something like that or whatever. But surely by one, your child should be walking or what have you. But like this child was somewhere in between there because I do feel like this child could walk. Um, so probably like I would say somewhere between like toddler phase or whatever. So like maybe anywhere from like maybe 8 months to maybe 4, something like that. I feel like before school age is something that I'm seeing. It's because that's how young this child looks, okay? And then the other thing pissed me off is like I get a sense of other people. Like energies of other people. So it's like either other people were sitting around watching or somebody was recording something like this person was recording this and for other people to view it or something like that, unless I got the feeling because and unless other I was feeling the energies of other persons who was basically watching me dream and watching the dream that I was dreaming type of thing, like watching it was still like that sense of being watched. Like you know how you could feel like somebody is watching you or something like that. That's how it felt. So I could tell that there was other people around and either other people was there in this scene in this dream and was watching this go on, know that this situation I'm getting ready to talk about was going on, or either something was being recorded that other people was able to view, or either like I said, if this was an implanted dream, because I'm a targeting individual, then the person's like it's hard to explain, but if you're a targeted individual and you've ever dealt with anything like dream manipulation or anything like that or whatever, persons who are in your energy in targeting you, they're like you can feel the presence of them. Sometimes you can even see their face, like completely identify them, know who they are. And there it's like you're dreaming something, but it'll feel like these people are watching you in this dream. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may even feel like these persons are communicating with you, like talking to you, saying stuff to you, doing stuff around you, or different things like that. Sometimes when you see people in your dreams or what, like if you feel like that in your dreams, then it could be some type of dream manipulation that's going on. Like especially like if you're having a dream and it's like a overly interactive dream where like other persons are talking to you and different things like that or whatever, it could be a projected dream, and the people that's around you that you're seeing or that you're talking to are like either y'all are both in this dream, like y'all are both in this dream or having the same dream, like something like that. Anyway, okay, so the point of the matter is like I felt this presence of like other people, like multiple other peoples. So the situation I'm getting ready to talk to you about that I seen happening in this dream, either other people were around, know this was going on and watching this, either on recording or in person, or while I was actually dreaming just now, there were persons in my energy that was watching me in this dream, if that makes sense to you. Okay? Now, I came up out the dream. Like, when I came up out the dream, like, I immediately started, praying, rebuking shit, like, you know what I'm saying? All kinds of shit, y'all, because I'm seeing this woman. Okay, y'all, a woman. And she was doing sexual things to this child that's a little girl. Okay, so it's a grown woman, and I could tell that the child was a little girl. Okay, very young child. And this woman was like molesting this child, like doing sexual things to this child. And so I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, who is this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I've experienced things in my life, and I matter of factly know that certain things have been done to my daughter, or what have you. So I came up out the dream. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, because what irritates me, like, also another thing in a dream, when people cloak themselves in your dreams and you're having a dream, sometimes it can make it like, it'll make it feel like dream in dreams you can tell like when you are have traveled somewhere, and it's like being like a bystander when you've traveled somewhere and you're like seeing things that's going on. Then there are dreams that you have where it feels like like you're interacting, you're doing certain things, you're talking to certain people, you're participating in a certain way. This is a dream where um things are actively going on with you in these dreams. So you see what I'm saying? Like you can have dreams where it's like you are seeing certain things that's going on, and then there are dreams that you can have where it feels like you're actively engaged in things that's going on. Well, the thing about people who like dream manipulation and dreams being projected on you or beamed in your mind or in your dream, like things being manipulated in your dream state or whatever, and especially when people come into your dreams and they cloak themselves, they hide themselves. Usually people who do that, first of all, they don't want you to know who they are. Okay? Um, and it's like because they doing something fucked up in the dream, right? Um, but I hate when people cloak themselves, because when people cloak themselves in your dream, it's almost like this, like it's like this blurred line. It can feel like it's you in dreams when it's not you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you see somebody, say you can see somebody in a dream eating, sitting on the couch eating ice cream, right? And in the dream, it'll feel like it's you that's sitting on the ice or sitting on the couch eating ice cream. But it's really not you, it's somebody else that's like cloaking themselves. You clearly see what's happening in the dream. You're feeling like this is you or whatever, but it's really not you. It's somebody else who is cloaking themselves in this dream, but you're matter of factly seeing what's happening in this dream. And it's usually not until something like off goes on in the dream and you're coming up, and then all of a sudden something is snapping. You be like, no, this couldn't be me, because I ain't never did nothing like this. I ain't never seen nothing like this. Like, what is this about? This is when you begin to question things in the dreams. Like, when certain things start happening in the dream that you matter of factly know. This is those of you who still have, like, a certain consciousness when you are asleep. Like, because, like, even when I'm asleep, I'm awake, if that makes any sense to you all. Okay? So, and I don't know how to explain it much more than that, but it's like, it's like being able to like all your having all your senses being awake, aware, as if you were up and about, like like your body, your physical vessel, and the physical realm is resting, is sleeping, is laying down. Okay, but certain dreams you can feel like you're having this like almost like this astral experience, like this outer body experience. So it's like you're up, your soul is up, you're awake. So it's like being awake while you're asleep or what have you. And a lot of my dreams are like this. Okay, so basically I'm aware even when I'm in the physical, I'm asleep or resting or laying down or something like that or what have you. And but I hate when it's like that. So basically what I'm saying is when you have dreams like that and you feel like at first in the dream, oh, this is you seeing yourself doing something. It don't matter if you're taking a stroll through the park, sitting down on a bench eating an ice cream cone, drawing something, like whatever is going on in the dream, it don't matter what it is, and it feels like it's you, like you're seeing yourself do something or whatever. But usually what triggers you to know that this is not you and it's somebody else that's cloaking themselves is when something is done in the dream that you matter of factly know that this couldn't be you because you've never done this, you know what I'm saying, at all. You understand what I'm saying? So like, say you see yourself, um, say you having a dream, and say you see like your child self. Say you see yourself as a teenager, and in the dream you on a motorcycle, you done fell over and it scraped up your leg or something. Well, from the moment that that happens, considering the fact that you are older now and an adult and having this dream, you will automatic something should trigger in you if you're conscious while you're sleeping and know, okay, well, look, that couldn't be me because one, I ain't never rode a motorcycle. Two, I never fell off and scraped my leg up like that. So you automatically know, okay, this is somebody else. Somebody is cloaking themselves. So basically what I'm telling you, sometimes in dreams, it can feel like it's you. Sometimes it can even feel like, even when you don't feel like it's you and you clearly seeing other people, you can feel like, oh, this is Annie Mae, when really is Sally Sue. You understand what I'm saying? Or something like that, or what have you. So anyway, so I'm having this dream, and I'm clearly seeing like this is a very vivid dream, y'all. Okay, like I'm not gonna go into like details, even, you know what I'm saying, because I'm posting this to YouTube, and I'm not even really sure, you know, how much, you know, one can say even talking about this type of stuff. Um, but I'm like seeing in vivid details like what this woman was doing to this child. And this is like, I'm like, this is a little bitty child. Like she's doing sexual things to this child, having this child, and this is like a little, y'all, little bitty child. We're talking about an age where a child is not even really able to understand or comprehend on their own, really. You understand what I'm saying? um this is how I know this child was in school age, and there was like something weird about this child because like I'm seeing the child and I'm seeing different movements and I'm seeing what's going on and what's happening, but it's almost like this child want to hide their face in shame, like, or sometimes it's like this child wasn't even moving, like, or whatever. So I feel like, I don't know, like I'm seeing this woman come in when this child is asleep and start doing something to this child or what have you, y'all. Um, and then it got to some very disgusting things. Like when I came up out the dream, there was like this woman got up like in a hurry. This is when I started noticing certain things. This is when I felt the energy of feeling like being watched or seen. All of a sudden, either this woman seeing me, seeing her. You know how somebody, uh, like you catch somebody doing something or something like that. This is how this woman like kind of jumped up and stopped something or something like that or whatever. But in the dream, how it played out in the dream, I got the sense that like other people. This is when I got the sense that other people was watching and listening. Either something was being recorded and people was watching the recording of what this woman was doing, or a person was actually there and watching what this woman was doing. Okay, now whoever this woman is, in like real time when this happened, somebody may have been coming or seeing this person, and this person jumped up or whatever, and then I'm seeing this child like laying here. Like I don't know if this is like a bed or a mattress or on the floor or what this is exactly, but it's like this child is laying there and it's almost like this child is motionless, like and then it grossed me out because in the midst of this happening, I'm seeing this child like a towel, like a face towel or something like that. It looks like a little square towel, and it's on the floor, and it literally has shit on it. And I was saying to, as I was coming up out the, I'm like, why does this tile have shit on it? So I knew it had to be some type of subliminal to what was going on. Like this child may have started doing number two on themselves, or whatever, after this sexual abuse, or something like that, or maybe during this sexual abuse, this child would, like, crap on themselves or something like that. But I'm literally seeing this towel, and there's like shit on it. Y'all, but when I got up, and I'm like, when I came up out the dream, I'm seeing laying here, I'm like, that was a woman, a full grown woman, and a little child, a girl child at that. And so I'm asking Spirit, I'm like, oh my God, I'm already upset. It's in the wee hours of the morning. I'm tired. I'm like, God, I can't never just get a full night's of fucking rest without being fucked with, without being bothered, without having some fucked up ass dream. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm praying out loud or whatever. And then I'm like, what is this? Who is this? Was this me? You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, was this me as a child? Was this my daughter? Is this are you showing me somebody else's child? Something that's going on with somebody else's child? I need to figure this out. But the thing about it that made me feel like it was me in the dream, like as the child, you know what I'm saying? Because I know good damn hell what, like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't ever abused like a child or anything like that or whatever. So like I'm saying, like my energy, like I felt like a familiarity. You know how you feel something is familiar? In this dream, like I knew this, or like I know this. Like, even when you know something, even if you can't remember something, it's deep in your subconscious. You understand what I'm saying? So I felt like like something familiar. Persons, the place where this happening, was this going on, or whatever. It was like a sense of familiar. Even with the energy that I was feeling off the other people that I felt like was watching, feels familiar to me. And so I casually woke up out this damn dream, y'all. I'm upset. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, Spirit, you're showing me exactly what was done to my child, or you showing me as a child, or what have you. And so I need to figure this out. So, of course, I start pulling cards, y'all, okay? And this ties into something deeper. Like, the cards I pulled has to do with this situation. I specifically asked Spirit to clarify this dream that I just had, what it meant, what it was for, y'all. But this ties into something deeper. This is not just about something that happened to me as a child, something that may have happened to my daughter as a child, or what have you. There are a lot of people, babies, who has endured this. And what I'm going to say next is probably going to piss people off that's in the LGBT community. But y'all need to understand, I'm not getting ready to say what I'm saying because I'm against anybody in the LGBT community. I lived the majority of my life a part of the LGBT community, okay? I've told you all time and time before. I came out when I was 12 years old, okay? Blatantly, boldly. When I was like 12, 13 years old. I think it was only like 8th, 9th grade, okay? I told you all plenty of times before that I was attracted to women, not persons my age, grown women, which also ties into this dream that I had, which was like a trip, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I remember being attracted to like full grown women. when I was a little girl. And like for some reason I felt like that like it was like severe attraction, like real attraction and desire, um and lust after full grown women, developed women. Okay, like it wasn't nobody business. Like it was perfectly fine and okay for someone as young as me to be with a full grown woman. I felt this, I thought this, I just did. Which had to be learned behavior, stems from childhood trauma, you know what I'm saying? And learned behavior is either shown to you, it's taught to you, or you pick it up from somewhere. You understand what I'm saying? I was masturbating by the time I was 7. Okay. The first time I was caught masturbating, the woman that was supposed to be my maternal grandmother called me masturbating. Okay, when I was 7. Um, and I'm not saying that I did not, like I've told y'all before, even when I've said this, I don't say this because of no bragging rights, because it's something to be proud of or be boastful about or anything like that. It's just matter of factly true in my life, in a part of my testimony, my life. You know what I'm saying? The truth, okay? The things that I tell y'all, it's going to, whether one wants to hear it or not, it's going to help somebody else. Somebody else in this world has experienced the same thing, or can identify with certain things that I'm saying, whether they'll ever tell anybody else or not. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm not telling you what I'm telling you because it's like, oh yeah, bragging or being boastful about something that would otherwise be seen as shameful. You understand what I'm saying? And it was very interesting because when I was younger, and I like I said, and I had those feelings about women when I was a very early age, and it was a trip because back then, even in the 80s, like a lot of things began to change, like as far as like the industry or what have you. But like even in the, like I was a loner, okay? So TV and music and artistry and different things was my life, okay? But I'll never forget it. Like a lot of the women that I was attracted to as a child, like were, interestingly enough, were white women. And it was because at that time, the women that I was seeing, what I had access to as a child, just think about what a child sees on TV, like what they readily had access to back then was the people around them or the things we see on TV. And back then, even in the 80s, the majority of the women that you've seen on TV that the industry allowed to be glamorous and beautiful and things like that were white women. You know what I'm saying? And they went through their phases of the glamorous, beautiful white women, from the blondes to the brunettes to the redheads to the whatever. And even in the 80s, a lot of, and that's not to say that there are no attractive African American women or Latina women or women of other races, but a lot of the colored races back then, they were either on a lot of shows, they were made to be maids. They were made to be, they played roles like maids. They played roles like slaves. They played roles like prostitutes. They was given roles where they were dressed down. They wasn't allowed to be as glamorous and as beautiful as the white women that they put into production. You know what I'm saying? That the A-listers of actresses and different things like that or what have you. So this is why I was like, but we seen plenty. There were still other shows on on down the line, especially when you got to the later 80s going into the 90s or whatever. There was a whole lot of other shows that was coming out that like clearly depicted, especially when a lot of the like a lot of more African American shows or whatever was done or whatever. However, this is when you got to see beautiful women of other races, especially like colored races and different things like that. You would get to see them dressed up and glamorous and beautiful and stylish and different things like that or whatever. And you see this broad band of like cultural, differences of the beauty in people and different things. I'm just telling you how it was when I was really, really young or what have you, and what was in my mind frame, right? So anyway, So I tell you all that, and I'm telling you that to help you to understand this dream that I didn't had all of a sudden. But Spirit, when I came out the dream and I'm trying to understand, put everything together, Spirit was telling me this is a part of something bigger. Now, a reason why I explain all of that, and I was talking to the LGBT community, because I said that because I don't want anybody who's of the LGBT community to be like, I'm using some type of hate speech, or I can't be in dislike of people that I was a part of. So I'm not saying what I'm saying, because now just because I'm no longer living that lifestyle. So ever since I had an awakening, and you know what I'm saying, when I was like 30 and different things like that, and I've been single and celibate ever since, or whatever. It just completely changed my life. I didn't, just because I changed my life doesn't mean I hate people who are still of the lifestyle. That's not what it's about at all. But I said all that to say that when I came out this dream, Spirit told me that this is a part of something bigger. There's a secret agenda, a hidden agenda behind this. And that I myself, or my daughter, or whatever, like my daughter is so interesting. Because I know my daughter is a lesbian right now. I knew when she was a child. She's afraid to say it. I'm gonna allow her to say it, but she know it's like we have open door policy. Like, you know, she knows she can talk to me about anything. She's just not ready to say it yet. And I tell her all the time, I'm like, it's okay. You're not gonna be in any trouble. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But mothers know. You know what I'm saying. So I actually knew this when she was a baby. You know what I'm saying, how she was gonna be. But I've never spoke on it or what have you. But I see the way she acts now and the different things that she watches and what she's into and what she sneak and try to look at and different things like that or what have you. And so I know what she like. Okay, like I literally, it's interesting. I've caught my daughter, like, believe it or not, my daughter, the first time I caught my daughter looking at girls, she was probably, she was in elementary. She probably was only like, let me see, because I didn't allow her to get a phone, and so, but she did have tablets and different things before then. But it got haywire when I allowed her to get a phone, and she could like search things or whatever. But I do my daughter like girls when I found screenshots of Nicki Minaj's ass, and I'm not being funny. I'm not just calling this person out just to be saying some celebrity name. I swear to God on my life. Nicki Minaj, full body and ass tooted out. Screenshots on my daughter's phone. This is when she was in elementary school. This is when she was like, she probably wasn't no more than like maybe 7, 8, something like that or whatever. And I always told her that, and then it would be like, it's the search, her search history and the things that she searched or what have you. All these things about, you know, things like, not to put my daughter on blast or whatever, but looking up gay material and you know, sexy girls and different things like this or whatever. But she's not ready to say it. But anyway, y'all, so I said this because Spirit said this is a part of something bigger. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this like this, explaining y'all to this like this, because a lot of you all who are open, who have embraced yourselves, your life, and open with the fact that you are gay or lesbian right now, many of you think you are living the lifestyle you're living because that's what you like, that's what you want to do. And if you're a full grown adult at this point, you do like what you like and are doing what you're doing. Okay? But you hear a lot of people, even Lady Gaga came out with a whole song, Born This Way. None of you were born gay. None of you. Something is deepening your subconscious. And a lot of you, like, there's plenty of, like, there's plenty of people who have been turned out and then they ended up being gay. There's plenty of people, and you know, some people have been turned out by the same sex and end up being gay, especially boys. But girls, oftentimes, they were molested or raped by men and ended up having this hatred for men and end up being lesbians or different things like that. Or they could have been turned out by women as well. That's where a lot of people get, like, it could go either way with a woman. You know what I'm saying? It could really go either way with a guy or what have you. But Spirit is telling me this is something bigger. A lot of people who are gay right now, the ones who will be like, nope, I haven't ever been raped. I haven't ever been abused. No, nothing like that. These are my feelings. I felt like this since I was a child. Something happened before the age that you were able to comprehend or understand. That's deep in your subconscious that you do not remember. Whether it's because of mind control, whether it's because of drugs you were given, whether it was because of magic that was done, you can't remember. It's deep in your subconscious. But there is a reason you ended up living that life. You ended up having that lifestyle. Not to shame you, not to blame you, not to put you down, make you feel. I lived the same lifestyle too. I just told you a lot of my private personal business that would likely be frowned upon. When I was that young and was liking full grown women, and it never fails, like, and the urges came and I wanted to masturbate, and I would masturbate every single time, I would bust out, started crying, like boo-hoo crying. It, like, even though having the urge or having those feelings, I felt so sad and depressed by it. Like, I felt, I don't know, like, I don't know, nasty or wrong or whatever. But every time I mess, I would cry. Like a sad cry, not like how a woman could cry when she's had, like, you know, a really explosive orgasm or anything. Nutting, coming is different than having an orgasm, first of all. But you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like cry, like how you cry when you hurt cry. Every time I would cry like that after masturbating. It literally, you ever had the urge to do something and then you do it and then it makes you sad after you do it and depressed after you do it, but you had the urge to do it and you was triggered to do it, type of thing. That's how I felt as a kid. Even when I got older into, like, you know, teens and different things like that or what have you. And that was with me for a very long time. But anyway, Spirit say this is a part of something bigger. And this ties into the satanic powers that be. This ties into these secret societies. This ties into these individuals who are sellouts. All of us have been around individuals, whether you know it or not, people who are sellouts, people who are a part of these cults, these covens, these secret societies. They're under contract and different things. These are people have been paid to cause childhood trauma in children's lives, from babies, from their infancy, before, like, a lot of things are happening to children before the age of school age, and it's done to alter their sexuality. Women are doing it to little girls, men are doing it to little boys, and it's all a part, it's systematic abuse. It's all a part of the government's plan. This has been going on for a long time. To alter people's sexuality, basically purposely turning people gay. Now, why would the government want to do this? Why would the powers that be want to do this? Well, why wouldn't a people who wanted to populate anyway? The more gay people you have, likely the more people that you have not bringing new life into the world, right? Not unless one decided to, do some type of inseminations or adopts and different things like that or what have you. But if you think about it, two people of the same sex, they can't have babies with one another. not naturally anyway. You understand what I'm saying? That's one of the, maybe one of the agendas, but it could even be other agendas. But Spirit is telling me this is a part of something bigger. So this is about more than what I endured, what happened to me. What I even know that my daughter endured. There's things that I know that was done to my daughter that was buried and covered up. From persons that was from that I trusted, that was close to us, to even at school. My daughter was walking in fully potty trained by the time she was 1. And was just fine. But around between 3rd and 5th grade, she started doing number 1 and number 2 on herself. Even into middle school. Up to the point where it was like she has, you know what I'm saying, social anxieties and different things like that. Anyway, to the point where it was like almost impossible for her to be in a regular environment in school and different things or whatever. You can ask any therapist, any counselor, any psychiatrist, any child that's potty trained, that goes from being potty trained to using the bathroom on themselves, it always stems from abuse. Always. I know what I know. It was buried. It was covered up. And it's not even just that. It's magic and different things that's being done on young kids. Like they're being exposed to magic and shit. Magic is being done on them. They're being exposed to magic. They're being exposed to sexual things as babies. This is what you call satanic ritual abuse. Those of us who have endured satanic ritual abuse, it actually started in your infancy, all the way up to your school age. And those of us, like, you know, molestation, from molestations to like physical abuse, emotional abuse, and everything, and what have you. So things will be done to by people to cause you pain in your infancy. You're being taught this pain, whether somebody pinching you, biting you, scratching you, pricking and poking on you, sticking stuff in you, doing different things. You know what I'm saying? From molestation to physical abuse. All a part of satanic ritual abuse and exposed of ritualistic things, satanic things, or what have you. Those of us where the satanic ritual abuse prolonged past school age, most of them who have endured mind control or satanic ritual abuse was full-blown rape by the time they were 6. Anywhere between 6 and 12. It's like this other level of trauma. See, really and truly, molestation is technically a part of grooming. A lot of molestation don't even have anything to do with penetration, but it's still the sexual undertone of things. If you're being rubbed up and felt up by somebody, or nipples being pinched, or privates being caressed, or something like this form of it's molestation. All of that falls on the line of molestation. It's not rape until you're penetrated. You understand what I'm saying? And those that usually happen to is usually between the ages of 6 and 12. You do have some sick fucks out here who have, rape people even younger than 6. But that's how satanic ritual abuse go. So when I came at the dream, Spirit was telling me it was part of something bigger. And I was even the cards that I pull here, look. These are cards at the bottom of the deck. Ritual sacrifice and children. See this adult hand here and this child's hand here? This has to do with the ritual sacrifice of children. Children who have been, you know, sold out, set up to be sacrifices and different things like that by their families as a child. These are ritualistic sacrifices of children that is going on here. See, sacrifice can be done in many different ways. A lot of people hear sacrificing, you automatically assume that it only has to do with death. That's a blood sacrifice. But these people sacrifice all the time. You know how many people who was set up and sacrifice and put in mental institutions and doped up? A label was slapped on them as crazy. You know how many people have been set up and imprisoned, set up on crimes, imprisoned and lost in the system. They were set up by their families and different things, people close to them as well. That's a sacrifice. Do you know how many family members and parents have sacrificed their own children and set them up to be kidnapped, abducted, and they went missing? You know how many people have sacrificed their own children and, the blood sacrifices where, they have come up dead or something like that, or what have you. Something tragically happened and came up dead. Those are the blood sacrifices. But there are other type of sacrifices that happen. They're still sacrifices. There's even families and things who have set up certain people that they have deemed as ones that they want to sacrifice, like set up their own family and think you'll be raped. This is all trauma. Many of you all who have been in bad relationships and different things like that, you just thought you got the short end of the stick or something like that when you got in a relationship with somebody who beat you. Nope, you were set up in sacrifice. You were set up for that to happen to you. Or got with somebody or was around people that you thought was friends and you ended up drugged or raped or something like that. Sacrifice. See, there's certain sacrifices that happen to people that is trauma that they are enduring. And then there's the other sacrifices where it's like blood sacrifice, like they're set up to be killed. It's all different type of sacrifices. Even parents turning a blind eye and allowing other people to molest or rape or groom their children, that's a sacrifice. Those parents got some type of incentive, some type of money, some type of something to allow those persons to do that to their children. Basically, it's pimping out their children. Okay, y'all? So when I came out this dream, Spirit was like this is all part of something bigger, y'all. Okay? So I asked for clarity on this dream. And this is what Spirit gave me. Some of y'all are going to resonate with this. You're going to identify with this. Others of you may not. But is this, like, I feel like this is a specific dream about persons in particular, whether myself, whether my child, whether other persons who have endured this. But there's a bigger point, bigger meaning, a connecting situation to this, is to why this has happened, is the point I'm making. So 4 Cups and Queen of Coins were the first 2 cards that came out back to back, like stuck together. The 4 Cups can talk about small offers, propositions, and proposals. The 4 Cups can also speak to disinterest, bored, missed opportunities, dissatisfactions, one being unmotivated. Can even speak to worry, reluctance, or depression even. If you look at this card here, you see a child here on this card. Somebody could have gotten a small offer, proposition, or proposal of some kind. Could be this earth sign here, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. To partake in something, to do something. Okay. The moon. something secret, something hidden, something being covered up. The moon is about secret things, hidden things, what's done in the dark, shady people, dirty dealings, illusions, fear, witchery, rituals, secrets, moon magic, sneaky, freaky, creepy things, low down and dirty things going on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behind one's back. The moon can even talk about the subconscious. It can even speak of overwhelm or fear and different things as such. Deceptions, misconceptions, illusions, anxiety, even dreams and instability. But as it relates to this situation, the moon, like I said, talks about secret things and hidden things. A lot of things go on behind the scenes, behind closed doors, in the shadows, in darkness, late at night, or in the wee hours of the morning under the moon. A lot of things like criminal activity of all kinds that people want to keep secret or hidden. But the thing about the moon that it illuminates. This is why things done in the dark comes to the light. So perhaps something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up has come to the light. But these secret, hidden things, as it relates to the dream that I had, is tied to this here, the Three of Coins. Now, the Three of Coins talks about teams, groups, individuals collaborating together for the purposes of money. The Three of Coins even speaks to contractual agreements. Okay? Individuals doing it together. Okay? Collaborating. Actively doing something together, a synergy, a co-management, a team. And because it's Earth's energy coins here, they're doing so for the purposes of money here. This is the reason why usually things like this speaks to binding contractual agreements here. But this is there's a tower. The tower is about chaos, tragedies, upheavals, a shakeup of things, tragic news, information, situations, problematic situations of all kinds, a reckoning, shocking events, an energy surge, something immediately happening all of a sudden out the blue, a revelation of something, an upheaval, a wipeout, something being destroyed. It's chaos, it's disruptions, it's destructions. And then I got the Queen of Swords and solar eclipse that came out together. So a solar eclipse talks about big changes. It talks about a catalyst for change, transformation, a cosmic trigger. The Queen of Swords is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Just like the Queen of Coins is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. So both of these, we have two women here thus far involved in this situation, directly have something to do with this dream that I had and what I'm seeing. So whoever this earth sign woman is, either did something out of boredom or got some type of small offer, proposition, or proposal. This air sign woman here, cutthroat, see, this earth sign could be a bit of a gold digger, but this Queen of Swords here, either one of them could be, because they're both involved in this under some type of binding contract for the purposes of money here, okay? But this Queen of Swords here could have caused some type of change or transformation of something, or triggered something as it relates to this situation here. Page of Cups. The pages are children. baby children. Pages are children anywhere from their infancy to school age children. Okay. So remember, I told you I seen this child. And it's interesting because the other energies that goes along with the page. First of all, this is a water sign child that has come out here. If you're resonating with this, you don't have to be a water sign. You could have water in your chart somewhere, or you could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio who endured this as a child here. Now, it's interesting because if you look at the energy of the Page of Cups, now the page, like I told you, is a child. But look at this energy here. The first thing it says, romantic gestures. Why would that be on a child's energy? Youthful dreamer, idealist, naive, psychic, inner voice, love offer, beauty, romance, messages, sensitive, spiritual, musical, or artistic. These are the natural qualities of a water sign child that these people took advantage of. Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is ultimate betrayal. It's disloyalty. It's sabotage. It's ruin. It's a fatal ending. It's one being stabbed in the back by multiple persons. It's cruel. It's unusual. It's a final chapter, a dead end, a breakdown, a breakup, rock bottom, failure. Whatever these secret hidden things are, criminal things are, deception is under that moon here, has to do with ultimate betrayal and sabotage of this water sign child that's out here, this child that's out here. Ace of Coins. Did I tell you these people, they're a part of some type of clique, club, group, gang, secret society, cult, a coven, where they collaborate together for the purposes of money, and they're under binding contracts here. The Ace of Coins speaks to the money. These people have a material attachment to the reason why they're involved in something, okay? The Ace of Coins talks about an offer. This is how a lot of these people have become stable and gained the security and abundance that they have, because they are sellouts and they are a part of these groups and in these binding contracts that they have sold. They sold to be a part of for the purposes of money. There are several individuals involved in something and was paid to partake in these secret hidden things, this ultimate betrayal. Seven of Swords. These people are liars, cheaters, thieves, manipulators, con artists, sneaking and creeping around trying to get away with something. They're cloaking themselves, concealing themselves. They're wearing masks. They're not who they appear to be. They low down and dirty shames. Even the Seven of Swords speaks of betrayal. It's sneaky behavior. Sneaking and creeping around. It's cowardly behavior. Is a person doing things under false pretenses. Spirit is saying, whatever this tower, this reckoning, this shocking event, this chaos, this tragedy, this disruption, destruction, problematic situation that has happened all of a sudden out the blue, has to do with one's lies and deceptions. Some type of sneaky betrayal. Somebody, a person in the Seven of Swords only cares about their own self-interest as well. They're very strategic. They're a liar, lying, cheating, thieving individual who is wearing a mask. When I clarify the Queen of Swords with solar eclipse, we get the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is an abusive card of the tarot deck. The Five of Swords speaks to abuse, hostility, conflict, defeat, hostility, plot twists, abusiveness, sacrificing type of energy. One who is in the Five of Swords don't play by the rules. They don't follow the rules. And that's this Queen of Swords here. Persons were paid, made some type of small offer, proposition, or proposal to make romantic gestures towards a child. And that's what I was seeing in my dream here. This is what led to the Three of Swords. Okay? Emotional pain, grief, disillusionment, sorrow, depression, heartache, heartbreak, sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, anguish, loss, tears, misunderstandings. Because of what was done to this child. Myself or you collective. Even my child. The Lovers. I hate this card. It's called the Lovers because this is really just a sexual card. The Lovers do speak of unions and connections, but it talks about one's choices and sexual partners, relationships, alignment, openness. Okay? Lovers is sitting here on the moon in the Ten of Swords. So these secret things, hidden things, criminal things, these cover-ups of things, this ultimate betrayal, disloyalty, sabotage, ruin, has to do with sexual situations. Sexual situations. So we're talking about molestations and rapes and things here. What caused this heartache, this heartbreak here to a child. This group here, Three of Coins, Ace of Coins, clarified by the Magician. These people are divination abusers. They're heavily involved in the occult and the dark arts. They practice witchcraft, sorcery, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo, hexes, curses, spells, evil eyes, santerias. They could be Wiccan. They're heavily involved in the dark arts. They're divination abusers. They abuse divination by way of manipulation in an effort to manifest what they want. Okay? To clarify the Tower and the Seven of Swords, we have the Ten of Cups. It's a family. It's a whole family, multiple families, large groups of people who are involved in this. This chaos, this tragedy, this reckoning, this shocking event, this tower, due to their lies, the deceptions, the manipulations, the trickery, the fuckery, has to do with a family. Of individuals who are involved with the situations. When I clarify the Queen of Swords solar eclipse with the Five of Swords, I get the devil. These people are chained to the devil. They're toxic, demonic, evil, wicked, sinister. The devil talks about sex and sexualities, lust, temptations, desires, greed, materialisms, narcissisms, obsessions, possessions, control, manipulations, addictions, addictive patterns of behavior, toxicity, bad habits. The devil comes with strings attached. The devil are those things that grip you. One's shadow self, dark side, south node. This Queen of Swords is a very materialistic individual as well. This person could even have some type of obsessions or addictions or restrictions of some kind here. There's even certain things that could tie into sex or sexuality with this Queen of Swords as well. But this heartache, this heartbreak, this sadness, sorrow, misery, pain, anguish, due to these sexual situations, molestations, rapes, witchcraft that was done within a family. So collective, some of you are, this could have been done to you by somebody that was supposed to be your family, who was chained to the devil. There were women in your family. I'm talking to, I told you, the child that I seen in my dream was a girl child. The person that I seen molesting them, doing sexual things to them, was a full grown woman. You may remember this, you may not. But you was turned out by a woman. And it was during the age, it started before you was able to even comprehend or understand, when you were very young. This woman may have made you suckle her breast, or go down on her, or could have even did these things to you. Fondled you, groomed you, molested you. Spirits say this was done on purpose, though, to turn you out, so that you would have an altered sexuality. So if you're a lesbian right now, whether you remember this or not, this was done to you. I've seen it in vivid detail. Sad thing about it is, all this shit is learned behavior. Oftentimes abuse people. So likely these people who are in this type of situations here, they may have gone through different forms of abuse and different things as such. Bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. What you need to understand about the Hierophant, you see that priest on here? Oftentimes a Hierophant gets seen as a person that's an ordained minister, a religious leader, or somebody who holds religious traditions of some kind. This is somebody who act like that they are Christian. But the other thing interesting about the Hierophant is that Hierophants are usually in positions, no matter what jobs they may have or what they do for a living. Hierophants are usually in a position where other people look to them for guidance or teaching or instruction or in something. They're usually in positions where they help, heal, or teach or guide others in some type of way. They're rulers, they're leaders, okay? Managers of things. These are the type of individuals that try to right or wrong other people. That's all for programming and conforming in institutions and conventions, and they act like they, all about faith and values and marriage and different things here, collective. Some of you were turned out by somebody who's a religious leader. But a Hierophant, you need to understand, could be anybody with any type of power, authority, or leadership. So this is just as easily, could be a therapist, could be a doctor, could be a nurse, could be a religious leader, anybody in a religious position within the church. This could be a teacher. This could be a professor. This could be anybody in authority, leadership, power, management, anything like that with any type of leadership. It's at the bottom of the deck. Whoever this person in power is. This is somebody who is self-sufficient, abundant, and independent. This is a person who gets have made a lot of money, or receive rewards for their labor or their hard work in something here. This is somebody who was paid to hurt you. You see this Four of Swords here? You see how it looked like this person laying on this blade, landing? That's how I seen that child. This person may have done something to you to the point where you needed some type of healing, recovery, recuperation, hospitalization, recalibration, retreat. You were silenced. You were put in isolation. That's what's going on here, y'all. The pizza. See these wolves down here? Seen a slice of pizza? See the snake wrapped around this person's finger here? This is an adult hand. This person is a snake. They a wolf. Possibly in sheep's clothing. And you see how these wolves up here look like they drooling and howling and lusting after this pizza? Pizza is a term that's used for little girls. Collective, you can be a victim of child abuse, satanic ritual abuse. You could have been used as a sex slave. You could have been used in a child sex ring, the underground sex trade. You could have experienced kidnapping, being pimped out, prostituted, passed around, shipped. This talks about human trafficking, abductions, children in cages, and even underage porn. Remember when I told you it felt like there was a lot of people that was watching, like I was specifically seeing this woman, a woman doing something to a child, but I got this overwhelming presence like people were watching. And either they were watching something that had been recorded by this woman, or either there were other people that was there that was just sitting back watching this happen and go on. That's what this is about. Secret Hidden Treasure Islands. This is my Secret Hidden Treasure Island card here. And as you see, I got an Ace of Swords sticker here, and I got a Moon sticker here. Some type of truth or clarity is coming out about something that was supposed to be secret, hidden, or covered up. My Secret Hidden Treasure Island card talks about a lot of things that has to do with illegal criminal activity. From monarch programming to MK Ultra, mind control, brainwashing, incest, trafficking, shipping operations, prostitutions, programming, satanic ritual abuse, snuff films, sex parties, murders, orgies, the sex trade, and so many other things. But that's what this is about. It's what these people are a part of. Family issues. You have endured a lot of family issues. You will sacrifice. Ritual sacrifice of children, y'all. That's what we're talking about. You'd have dealt with a lot of family issues. You were isolated, collective. You dealt with childhood trauma. You had a lack of support. You was hated on. You was mistreated. You were left out in the cold. You may have seen or endured a lot of fighting, fussing, cussing, arguments, disagreements, drama. You were abandoned. You were treated like the black sheep, the scapegoat. There was all kind of lies, deceptions, and no love. Family issues. That's what it's about. That's why the Ten of Cups came out here. Because there is a reckoning due to these people's lies, deceptions, manipulations, trickery, and fuckery within this family. There's a lot of interesting things that have happened in my life, collective. Even before, like, I've always been highly intuitive. But even before I was awakened, I was aware of certain things. I was intuitive enough to know certain things. I know what I've seen, what I've heard. I know what I know. You understand what I'm saying? But before my awakening, I wasn't awakened to put things together like they needed to go together, to have a broader understanding as to why certain things was happening. So, I give you an example. A lot of things in my life is staged. It's set up. Like every time that I have ever been like physically harmed, to the point of needing medical assistance for my injuries, it has always happened on double digit number days. Like, I literally have the documentations, the proof to show you what injury I sustained, what happened, the date, the time, like on 3377. Like, it'd be double digit numbers like that. When I've been times that I have been like severely hurt, physically hurt. Okay, there are other oddities that happen in my life that I was aware of, but wasn't able to connect as to why it was happening like that before I was awakened. So, y'all know my name is Tiffany, right? Well, on my alleged dad's side, because y'all know I've talked to y'all plenty of times that, my family ain't my real family and different shit that has happened and different things. So on my alleged dad's side, there's somebody who is younger than me, a lot younger than me. Her name is Tiffany too. And to the point where they called me Big Tiffany and they call her Little Tiffany. Now the interesting thing about her, she has a sister, right? As well. So now I'm older than they are. But when I was a child, I was left in the system in state's custody. And as kids, on my alleged dad's side, the woman that's supposed to be my grandmother adopted them as kids, right? I'm going to tell y'all how fucked up this family is, right? They grew up calling the woman that's supposed to be my grandmother on my alleged dad's side the other Tiffany, and her sister, like I said, was adopted by the woman that's supposed to be my grandmother, which would have been my alleged father's mother, right? They call her mother. They grew up calling her mama. But in fact, they are sisters. You understand what I'm saying? So I have aunt. So this other Tiffany and her sister are actually, allegedly, my aunts. But they are way younger than me. But my supposed grandmother, while I was left in the system, adopted them. Took them in, adopted them. And she raised them like her children, and they call her mama. But they are actually sisters. Okay? It's a whole lot of them. A whole lot of them. Like the one that's supposed to be my grandmother, she has a lot of other siblings. They're actually sisters. The two children that she took in when they were kids. Now I got left in the system. Hell with me, fuck me. But they got adopted. And she raised them like they were her kids, but they're actually sisters. Now the only reason why I bring this up, okay, is to tie into my own situation, okay? Because y'all know I don't make up shit, and I don't slander people by name. What I'm telling you is matter-of-factly true. I swear to God on my own life. There are times when you have been under, I was brainwashed and mind controlled in a lot of different things as a child. Technically, I was being targeted before I even knew I was a target. I just didn't realize this until I went through an awakening, and it was even several years after I had gone through an awakening that I was made aware that I was being targeted. But this has actually been going on my entire life. There's different times. The only reason why I explained that to y'all, what I just said, is for you to understand what I'm going to say next. There are different people, just like how I told you how I notice every time I get physically hurt or injured by somebody, and it's usually by somebody who has attacked me. And it happens like all of it, like a snap of a finger. Like all of a sudden out the blue, like boom, and I got severely injured to the point of, I can literally show you the scars on my eye. This is the reason why I have a lazy eye right now. That eye almost got put, I almost lost that eye. If you look at my forehead, any pictures of my forehead, it looked like my forehead was gashed open at one time. It's because it was. And I had to be sewed back up there. Those situations, that happen on double digit numbers, days, okay? And I can tell you other times that I've been hurt or injured in some type of way. Okay. Now the reason why I bring this up is because there are people who have been in my life. Now, whether they were doing it on purpose or they were doing it just to toy with me, fuck with me. But there have been people in my life who have said certain things that I feel like I know now that was like either meant to trigger me or either to secretly tell me something subliminally. But it's like, you ever heard somebody say something that you know directly has to do with you, but they're making it seem like it has to do with them? Now, these are people, I'm not talking about complete strangers. It can be complete strangers. When you are targeting individuals, complete strangers do it all the time. But before you know you were targeting, when you're still in the mind control and shit like that, it happens by people who are close to you. See, there are people who are involved in this, and every once in a while, either they do it on purpose to try to trigger you, or even, like to test you to see if you awake or some shit like that or whatever, or either to subliminally, like secretly try to throw you hints and clues at things. And so the reason why I brought up this other Tiffany is because, and I'm not just picking on this person or calling this person out to be funny or anything like that, because the things I'm about to say are serious things, okay? And I matter of factly know that this person went through, whether we have any dealings with each other or not, I matter of factly know that this person was abused and went through childhood trauma herself. Shit I don't fucking stand for, whether we get along or like each other the fuck or not, was completely fucked up and she was done wrong. So nothing I'm getting ready to say am I saying to like be at some type of diss to her for that reason. Let me get that let me make that clear, first of all. But I'm saying this because there's been different times in my life that people have said things to me or around me, and it ties to me. Now, I know this other Tiffany, ironically, both of our names are Tiffany's, and both of us are Pisces. No bullshit. Okay? I'm March Pisces, she's February Pisces. Okay? She has said things. At one point in time, I seen, before I was waking, I seen how she was treated by some people. I knew when she was being targeted, before I even knew what a target was, before I was even awake. They tried to make her seem like she was crazy and she was out her mind and different things like that or whatever. Even gaslighting and different things going on with her. Even she is a target. I know this. Even people who have been abusive to me, I know have dealt with childhood trauma themselves. Even people who did me fucked up and treated me wrong, I matter of factly know that they are targeted individuals themselves. I didn't know what it was called then, but I seen how she was being treated and the things that was going on with her and the shady, shady people around her and different things that were going on. But see, a lot of times I was seeing and wasn't her. I would just observe a lot of shit. I know a lot of shit. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, like this person, I'm not gonna tell this person business like that, but this person really endured a lot of trauma, especially from their real, mother and different things like that, the stuff that they endured, and like I matter of factly know that this person and their sister went through a lot of shit themselves. But I know she's matter of factly a target, and I've seen people around them that she, that she's still around that has basically come together to trying to get into me, and they all act like they buddy cool and family and all this shit. Now I've matter of factly seen them try to play her like she crazy and out her mind, because see, that's what they do when they gaslight you and different shit like that and make it seem like you mentally ill and something wrong with you or whatever. Anyway, the reason why I brought her up is because there's been several different times where she said things that I couldn't put the dots together at the time, but she said things that matter of factly had to do with me. Now, either that I know was tied to me in some type of way. Now, either they were sending us through the exact same trauma and doing the exact same things to us, or either she was speaking about things that somebody had told her, or she was told to say to. I'm gonna give you an example. At one point in time, this was years and years ago. I'm talking about something that this person said back when I was still in communication and halfway cool with the family, still distant and different things, because I ain't never really been included like that, but wasn't on no beef level to where I couldn't see them or talk to them when I wanted to or something like that or what have you. We talking about something that may have occurred probably 25 years ago or so. There was one point in time where they kind of made it seem like she was having this episode or whatever. But she had came out and she said Michael Jackson was her daddy. The family was hiding money from her. Now, I don't believe Michael Jackson was her daddy, but I mean, who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe Michael Jackson's her daddy or anything like that or what have you. Because, well, number one, because I don't think anybody has ever known Michael Jackson even to be involved sexually with an African American person. And I matter of fact know that this person is African American. You know what I'm saying? First of all, we would need to prove that Michael Jackson had been with an African American woman before, because not even the children that he have look black. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he has. There's not no slick shot at Michael Jackson. I just have never known him to date a black person before, but maybe he had when he was younger or something like that before, at least Marie Presley and other people that he dated and different things like that. But anyway, at one point in time, like years and years ago, I remember her saying certain things, and one of which she said Michael Jackson was her daddy. She said that her real father had left her a lot of money, and that the family was hiding it from her, keeping it from her, had installed it from her. At one point in time, she came out, she was going off on different people in the family, specifically females. And she said, y'all doing this freaking nasty stuff, y'all had me sleeping with my brother, having sex with my brother. And I'm, like I said, back then I was seen a lot, but I wasn't heard. Like, I may have been seen, but I wasn't heard. I observed a lot of things. You understand? Seen a lot of things, heard a lot of things. Then there was a time where she said she called out specific names of other people in the family, females, and said that they were having sex with her. Now, the interesting thing about this, now, like I told y'all, I grew up in and out of the system. Sometimes I seen these people, most of the time I didn't. You understand what I'm saying? And when I was around, I wasn't halfway included like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, some of those things I matter of factly knew when I was a child. Things that was said when I was a child. I knew about them being, I was told about them being witches by a particular person. I knew the things that said when I was a child about them, having sex with each other and things like that, or what have you. Now, as far as the celebrity father with the money and the family stealing it and taking it, this is something that I wasn't made aware of about myself until after I went through an awakening. Because up until I went through an awakening, so I went my entire life just assuming that these families mistreated me, left me out, treated me like the black sheep, the scapegoat, really didn't love me like that and different things like that. But I had no other reason to believe that these people wasn't my family. It wasn't until the Most High lifted the veil from my eyes and I was aware of these things. So you see how people tell you things or say things around you that is meant to trigger you? I'm going to give you an example, and I'm going to say this because I know a lot of people listen to these messages. There is nothing that I just said to try to shame that person, blame that person, put that person down, run that person's name through the mud or anything like that. Okay? I can't say whether yay or nay that any of those things actually like, who am I to be like, oh, this bitch lying, blah 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 blah. Like, I can look into, I can find out, but I'm trying to tell you from my point of view and what I have gone through in my life, how other people have said things either to me or around me that resonated directly with me in my life, in something I endured or I know to be true, that was either said because we both was experiencing the same thing, and they sending us through the same traumas, or either this person subliminally said this in an effort to maybe trigger me, or to secretly, subliminally tell me something that I was supposed to know. Now, I'm going to tell you another time that this, a matter of factly, happened. When I got with my ex, the last girlfriend that I ever had, we was together 11 years. When I got with her, I did not know this person from Adam. They had this girl to straight up gaslight me. Me and her was together like a few years. Like several years. I want to say about maybe, I don't know, probably about 3-4 years at the time, 2-3 years, something like that. We was together for some years, and all of a sudden one day, for no apparent reason at all, my ex came out and said, she just blatantly, we was just chilling in the house, just chilling. She was like, you don't remember me, do you? Just imagine somebody. I'm like, what the, so I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking she playing some type of game, joking around. I'm like, what the fuck I'm in a relationship with you. What the fuck do you mean, remember you? She was like, no, you don't remember me from when we was kids. I'm talking like gaslight me like a motherfucker. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? I didn't know you when I was a kid. She was like, we went to school together. And she named a particular school. Okay? I didn't know this person from that school. They literally set up, they had my ex gaslighting me. They made it seem like we was childhood friends or grew up together or some shit like that. If we did, they did some hell of a fucking mind control on me, because I did not remember this person in my childhood. And I definitely don't remember. She knew a school that I went to. She said she remembered me from this school when I went there or whatever. Now, the interesting thing is, I was only at that school for like 1 year. Either 1 year or 2 years. Now, you need to understand that my ex, the only way this would have made sense is if me and my ex was around the same age. Okay? My ex is 2 years older than me. We 2 years apart. She was born in 82. I was born in 84. Allegedly. Okay? And the school that she mentioned, I think it has changed now, but the school that she mentioned, was a magnet school, but I want to say at the time that school was only 7th and 8th grade. I feel like that school now is it's now either 6th, 7th, 8th grade, or 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I think it's 6th, 7th, 8th grade now. But when I was there, the school only had 2 grades in it, I believe. 7th and 8th grade, or what have you. Something like that, or whatever. Maybe it's 3 or 4 grades. Because I'm saying, you being 2 years older than me, you would have been 2 grades higher than me. You understand what I'm saying? So I would have been, you know what I'm saying, in another grade. There's no way. They had her gaslighting me like a motherfucker. I'm like, somebody told her that I went to that school and had her to mention that school to try to trigger something in me. Okay? Yeah. And just so happened that school, the Clinton's daughters, Chelsea Clinton, we went to school together. She went to the same school. Okay? This person, I did not know my ex before I met my ex, but she swear up and down we knew each other when we was kids. We had and grew up together. It was they was fabricated, they had fabricated a whole story that they was trying to brainwash me into believing. Okay? Now, I don't know if they don't know, but I have a photographic fucking memory. You understand what I'm saying? So, unless, you know what I'm saying? The only way that, like, there's no way I could have known. Everybody I've ever known throughout my child, I can vividly the fuck remember. Okay? I even still remember my elementary school teachers' names. I'm talking about kindergarten teachers. Miss Battles. Miss Duncan. Remember all that? You ain't no way in hell you knew me as a child. Somebody told her that to try to trigger me in some type, but she swear to God, we knew each other when we was kids. She swear to God that we went to school together. I know good damn hell well we'd hang out and we was friends because I will remember that. But this is how they was gaslighting me. This just goes to show that my ex was a play off from the moment that I got with her. So I said all that to say, those of you who have experienced certain things, you will come into contact with certain people, and in either it's being done in different ways. Like in I'm gonna tell you another thing about my ex. So that was red flag number 1. Red flag number 2, my ex is another person. For some reason, there's a lot of people who, younger people like around my age and different things like that or whatever, or even younger than me, have all gone through childhood trauma. These people were naturally drawn to me for some reason. My ex is another person that I know, matter of factly, went through childhood trauma. Okay? And so it was another time that we was just chilling at home, talking, just chilling, probably having a drink or something like that, just chilling. And we ended up having a conversation, and she ended up telling me about some of this childhood trauma that she had, like abuse and different things. But it was certain things that she talked about and she named and she described in detail that I felt like somebody told her to say that, because it was matter of factly verbatim things that was said that I remember from my childhood. Now, how is that possible? Either somebody is feeding you information and telling you to say these things in an effort to try to trigger me in some type of way, or there's a phenomenon and we have experienced some of the same exact things. So this is the reason why I mentioned the other Tiffany, and this is the reason why I mentioned my ex and told you these stories, because these are just two people. So if you are, whether you're a targeted individual or not, and you have experienced something, you come across somebody, whether you think it's a family member, you think it's a friend, even if it's a coworker, even if it's a neighbor, and this person is verbatimly saying something, like describing something like it went on with them, or a situation that, like, you know what I'm saying, like how I was trying to tell you how she was trying to convince me that we was like childhood friends and we went to school together and shit like that or whatever, and you matter of fact, like, not like gaslighting like a motherfucker. Okay? Because otherwise, if so, we had to have known each other when went through some traumatic shit together, and you know what I'm saying, you was drug, mind control or something, and that shit was completely wiped from your fucking mind for you not to fucking remember. Otherwise, you will remember. You understand what I'm saying? So any of y'all go through shit like that and you running across people like that, and they say ain't no fucking coincidences. I'm gonna tell you another thing. The woman who was allegedly supposed to be my mother, that's not my real mother, she was moving some stuff out, like cleaning out her garage or some type of shit one time. Now this was after the time. By this time, I'm awake. I'm aware like a motherfucker. Okay? And I know I'm a target. Okay? She called me. And that woman ain't never gave me nothing. she going through some stuff in her garage. Come and see if there's anything that I want. And like, and at this time they was calling me. This is around this time is when they was like rigorously trying to take me out. So she was adamant about she had this couch. Okay, keyword take off the C. Ouch. Okay. They was trying to give me an ouch, like basically mean hurt me. You know when somebody say ouch, it's because they done got hurt in some type of way. Hurt me, okay? So the whole idea of this time that I was supposed to come travel by myself on the freeway, get in some catastrophic accident, end over in the river some goddamn well, and some catastrophic accident or whatever. But I made it over there safe, right? So she cleaned out her garage. I'll go through this stuff and see what you want. Y'all, I kid y'all not. I swear to God. I had got a box and I'm just like, you know, I'm seeing some different little whatnot, little things or whatever that would be cute on my little cabinet thing or whatever. So I got that and I, you know, started putting the little different little doodad things in a box, y'all. I ended up leaving there. And I swear to God, not on purpose, that box was left on the on the ground on the sidewalk. I never did put it in the car. Them was cursed objects. There was nothing but God. There was nothing but spirit telling me don't take that shit with me because that shit was cursed. But it wasn't even that. The few things that I did take with me that I did remember to get. Now remind you, the whole couch thing, she was telling me to come and get the cushions out together. So I came to put the cushions to the couch in the car. And her husband was supposed, he has a truck, so he was supposed to be bringing the actual physical couch, right? Then so now mind you, to myself, I'm like, well, why come he just can't put the whole couch on there, the couch and the fucking cushions and shit? But she was adamant about me traveling, and mind you, we live in 2 different cities. You know what I'm saying? Traveling over there to get. I'm like, this is a setup. They fucking trying to kill me, but fuck it, I got faith, bitch. I got on the freeway, I got over there, right? Y'all, do y'all know to this day I still ain't never got that fucking couch, bro? I ain't never got that fucking couch, bro. Never was brought to me. Because it was a setup all along. They was going to try to set some type of situation up for me to get in some catastrophic accident or whatever, y'all. Now, the reason why I bring this situation up is because a few things I did take with me. There was this little planner thing. Y'all know how those planners back in the day, them old school planners, it came in a little zipping like type of little almost like a little booklet type of thing, almost like something like this. This got my different little color sets of different things in here and different things like that or whatever. But like this, like a little planner type thing, you unzip it and open it up and it's like a planner. It's got the calendar in there, different things like that. This is an empty planner, right? It wasn't much of anything written in it. Y'all, I can go get this motherfucker right now and show you the subliminal shit that was in there. In that planner, in the back of it, a picture fell out. Was this woman. I ain't never seen this woman day before in my life. I don't remember this woman. But on the back of this picture was this woman's name. I still got the picture to this day. I can show you. She has my last name. But I ain't never seen her. I don't know her. I don't remember her. So when I asked my alleged mother about her, she was all of a sudden in a haste. Oh, give me that. Give me that. Like I wasn't supposed to have it. And so I read because there was something, you know how back in the day when people take pictures and different things, they would write on the back of it, to such and such, from such and such, and some little type of message, or like, oh, love you, have a good day, you know, smiley face, whatever, whatever, whatever. This picture was given the alleged mother, it was actually given to her sister. That's what it say on the back. From that person to, hold on. Okay, y'all. So I can show you better than I can tell you, because I ain't got no reason to lie. Now, this is the little planner that I showed you. Now, the interesting thing about this is this wasn't even one of the items that I picked up on my own. She was going through some stuff, and she said, oh, her little planner thing is empty, and gave it to me, right? But when I get home and asked her about what was in it, no, bring that back to me. She tried to act like I wasn't supposed to have it. See, sometimes people do that to try to subliminally give you a hint, give you a message about some shit. Y'all, this is the one. But on the back, you see down here, it say her name is Shania Ziegler. Okay? And then it say to Nisha. Now that's my alleged mother's sister, right? A sweet and good friend. I hope one day you will find the perfect, look, it said girl, then that's crossed out, and then it say boy, to make you happy. And it looked like she had wrote this to a guy at first, because it say to Dion. That's why a girl is here. A sweet and good friend. I hope one day you will find a perfect girl to make you happy. But I guess she decided to write it to somebody else, because she scratched that name out and she put Nisha here. And then she put boy here. And then it say from Shania Ziegler. Who is this? This would be somebody that is supposed to be related to me, but I never met. If I did, I would have had to been way young. You understand? I found that in this planner. Subliminal message number 1. Now remember when I told you this thing here was empty? I found that picture in this little thing right here. Okay? Nothing else in here, right? All these other pockets, I had went through it all, because I'm thinking, like, you know what I'm saying, I wanted to see. She was like, oh, it's empty, it's never been used. Look, it's got a little calculator thing in there or whatever, a little calendar thing, all empty, right? So I'm flipping through all the pages. It's supposed to be empty, right? I'm flipping through all the pages, and then I get to this right here. The only thing that was in here is a person's name and number that's a family member to the alleged mother. Okay, right? Then I get to the back and I found this. This say Constance H. Okay? Now Constance H is the alleged mother's other daughter, my supposed sister. Okay? Up under there, see what they say? Press Clinton. Constance H. That's supposed to be my sister, right? Press Clinton. That's President Clinton. Look what it say right here. Single pay note. Fuck that mean. President Clinton paid my sister for something. Okay? All subliminal messages in here. And then look right here. True luck. This was written on something that was stuffed back here. Okay? This is how they was torn with me. This is how it was playing with me. This entire thing is empty. Right, y'all? But this is what I found. I found that picture. I found this that's got my supposed sister name on here with something about President Clinton in a single pay note. Talking about some true love. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? What y'all got going on with the president's name? Okay? And then I find this. This a name, nickname, a phone number, a birthday, and then a little message. I don't know what they say. Sherrar Shelton, nickname Rah. Phone number, birthday November 2nd. They say, I asked for your birthday because I'm going to try and get you something. I don't know who this is. Okay. Sharon, I don't know, Shelton, somebody, nickname Rah. Okay, y'all, I found all of this in here. These was subliminal messages. Okay, subliminal messages. The whole rest of this book was empty. So when I called to ask her about it, she acted like she was appalled. Oh my God, you weren't supposed to take that. You wouldn't bring that back to me. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not traveling back over there just to bring you something that you handed me in the first fucking place and told me to take. It was a subliminal message. She meant to give it to me for me to see them subliminal messages in there, and then try to act, when I asked her about it, try to act appalled, like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to get that away. You weren't supposed to have that. Or maybe she did give it to me by accident, not knowing, not remembering what the fuck was hidden there. But the damage was already done. I done found a person's subliminal messages in here. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got ties and dealings with presidents and shit, getting single pay notes and shit. Okay? Yeah, the Constance, the name on there, this supposed to be my, I said, why her name be the fuck on here? She younger the fuck than me. I'm 6 years the fuck older than her. Why would her name be the fuck on there? You did if goddamn President Clinton or the Clintons would be giving me the goddamn body something. Oh, only anybody goddamn something, it would be the fuck me. Why the fuck would her name be the fuck on there? What type of subliminal shit is this? Swear to God, I'd never make it the fuck up. Y'all can listen who the fuck y'all want to. These people telling y'all these la la rah rah bullshit ass stories on shit every goddamn day. I can show you motherfucking proof, bitch. On God. Everything I'm saying the truth. They know I know the fucking truth. And they still around here trying to hold me. They subliminal messages and signs and symbolisms and riddles and rhymes and shit. I don't got time for that shit. This how this shit go, y'all. This how this shit go. I've been dealing with this shit for so fucking long. All my fucking life. The last 11 years of my life, I kid you not, out of all the shit that I've been through in my life, like the last 11 years of my life been fucking horrid with the shit that they've been doing, the vigorous attack against me and targeting me just for me being the fuck awake. It's like they never wanted me to wake the fuck up. They never wanted me to know the fucking truth. Y'all just wanted to continue exploiting me for money, working the fuck against me. Me being in poverty, not having a motherfucking thing, but you make millions of billions of dollars the fuck off of me. Bitch, I think not. Times the fuck is up. Enough is a fucking enough. If I ain't got shit, ain't nobody gonna have shit. And I mean that shit. Cause that ain't no bullshit. I'm telling y'all what I'm telling y'all. Not for no sympathy, empathy, pity. I'm not on no woe is me, pity party ass bullshit. This is matter of fact things that's gone on and happened in my motherfucking life. Hurtful or fucking not. I'm the one that's got to deal with that shit. I'm trying to let y'all know just how real this shit the fuck get. For folks around here talking a bunch of shit, but ain't about what they be talking about. Cause they ops, they fucking sellouts, they gang stalkers and trolls, they goddamn self. I'll show y'all proof on this shit, every fucking thing that I'm telling y'all. They had nothing but motherfucking ops around me my entire fucking life, bruh. I'm talking like real eerie motherfucking shit, bruh. That it wasn't until I was awakened that I was able to like put the pieces to the puzzle, like, because throughout my entire life I just had a puzzle piece here, puzzle piece there, puzzle piece, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. When you awaken, you can put that fucking puzzle to fucking together and be like, oh, okay, I see. What the hook really gonna be. And how motherfuckers is really shaking and moving around this motherfucker. And just how foul and low down and dirty and evil and wicked these motherfuckers really are, bruh. I ain't making this shit up. See, when it comes to powers that be and shit like that or whatever, they try to make this shit like, oh, this shit, oh, it's fabricated, it's made up, it's in your head. Bullshit, bitch. I can show you proof. These bitches got sloppy. Y'all done left digital fucking footprints and shit every fucking where. It's like invigorates the attack because I'm the fuck awake. But back to this reading collective. That's why I told y'all the shit that I told y'all. And like I said, it wasn't until I was waking that the spirit like started opening my eyes to a lot of things. And ironically, when I was a kid, y'all, I was so fucking clinically depressed, man. I don't even think depression is like the word depression is an understatement for how the fuck I felt as a child. I couldn't explain it to nobody, but I didn't fucking like it here. I didn't feel like I belonged here. I felt like something was the fuck wrong with here. Talking about the world. And something was, you know how you had that feeling where something is like seriously wrong and fucked up with your environment or the people or just everything. But like when you were a kid, like who do you fucking tell this? Like how can you explain this? And even if you told somebody, they wouldn't do nothing but gaslight you and make it seem like, oh, you're just, your feelings or like, whatever. And try to downplay some type of shit. I wholeheartedly felt this shit when I was a kid, man. And besides that, the woman who, the alleged mother who's supposed to be my mom, I swear to God on my life, bruh, I have always felt like this woman was not my fucking mother. She ain't never been fucking motherly, nurturing, no none of that shit to me, bruh. Ever. Ever. I knew without anything, I felt like that, and then I always felt like I had a twin or something, but I just kind of dismissed that because I felt like maybe it was a figment of my imagination, maybe because I was so lonely and by myself, just lonely, loner, different things. Maybe how people, how kids, may have imaginary friends and different things like that or whatever. I just always felt it wasn't like I like actually seen another person or something like that or what have you, but I just like felt like I had a twin, that maybe it was another me somewhere. I don't know why I felt like that or whatever. Maybe it was a lonely thing. Hey, maybe, the feelings were valid for whatever reason, but I felt like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many other people have felt like it's another them or they have a twin and they don't know, definitively, matter of fact, that they have a twin or not or what have you, but I felt that way. But I knew more than anything in the fucking world, specifically about the alleged mother, the mother that's supposed to be my mother. I was told my mama, I knew that one was not my mother. I just knew it. I felt it. She was not motherly to me at all. I see how she treated her other fucking children. Like she never, like y'all need to understand, like these motherfuckers, like they have gone to other countries and shit. Like they have gone on cruises and all kinds of shit. They had passports when they were kids and shit. Her other kids and shit. They went on cruises and shit. I didn't go. I didn't get to go on none of that shit. I wasn't included in none of that shit, bro. It was just dismissed. Wouldn't accept. Like what type of family do a person like? I'm talking about as a kid. They have no love at all. I'm like, this you couldn't possibly be your fucking family. You ever been around a people who just like literally treat you like they hate you, act like they hate you, everybody, and then when you do come around, everybody's giving you like this like evil eye, slick eye, side eye, like why are you even there? You ain't supposed to be around. Like you don't even get treated like family, like the rest of the fucking family. You understand what I'm saying? That's literally how I was treated like all my fucking life. And I just felt like something the fuck was wrong. It wasn't right. It was only like 3 people that like tried to include me and like show me love, and ironically they all like are related. That's Granny Jewel, and that's her 2 sisters. Well, one is her sister, and they was raised like they were all sisters, but one is a sister, and the other one is, I believe, her cousin or something like that. But I knew them all. I knew them as Aunt Pee Wee and Aunt Puddin. which was their nicknames. And then Granny Jewel, which would have been the one who would have been my maternal grandmother. But they would, if the alleged mother is not my real mother, technically they not related to me either. But them three women were the only people that like actually like showed me love, or like treated me, like tried to, included me in different things like that or whatever. But anyway, y'all. So some of y'all can resonate with shit like this. Been around people saying subliminal shit, doing certain things that coincide with other things or whatever. And the reason why, like I said, how I brought up the other symphony or whatever, because like I said, it wasn't until after I was awakened and Spirit started showing me things and telling me things, and I got to looking into things about my own life and different things like that, to find out, finding out all these secret things and hidden things about these families and what was going on, and just getting an understanding of what was happening and why it was happening and different things like that or whatever. The Spirit began to tell me that my parents is not my real parents and different shit like that. I'm like, what? And so I'm looking into this, and this is how I found out that the man that's supposed to be my real father like is a very wealthy man with ties to the government and the industry and different things like that or what happened. Which is also how I found out about the money and different things that was like hidden from me, and my daughter, and all this other kind of stuff or what have you. But it's actually been a few people who have passed away and actually left things either to me or to my child. And these are people who were sacrificed themselves, and they likely knew the truth and knew what I was enduring and going through, and probably likely when they passed away decided to leave me a little something or what have you, just because of the simple fact that they didn't purposely set it up to where I would never have anything. But they stole that, they took that or hid that the fuck from me and my daughter, which is another reason why they so vigorously attacking me the way they're attacking me. But anyway, y'all. So we got power here. Somebody in power, somebody in a position of authority, somebody with fame, recognition, popularity, celebrity status, abused their power. Spirit is saying. Okay? Clarifying that 4 of Cups with that Queen of Coins here. I'm also seeing childhood trauma here, clarifying the Moon here. Collective, you were abused, abandoned, orphaned, kidnapped, or sold. You went through different forms of childhood abuse, whether it's molestation, rape, physical abuse, emotional abuse, psychological abuse, experimentation, mind control. It could be a multitude of different things. But you were abused, abandoned, orphaned, or even kidnapped or sold. It could be one or more or all of those things. Okay, we got the Devil, clarifying the 3 of Coins. This group of people who collaborated together for the purposes of money. These people who are in some type of clique, club, group, gang, cult, coven, secret society. They chained to the devil. They sold to the devil. They do dark magic. These people are possessed. They're cursed. Spirit is saying they're chained to the devil. To clarify the Tower, we have alternative sexuality here. Okay. Yeah. To clarify the Queen of Swords with solar eclipse, we have secrets here, which talk about secret agendas, secret affairs, kept in the dark, secrets exposed. To clarify the Page of Cups, we have magic here. So someone was a sorcerer or a sorceress, an alchemist, illusionist, a voodooist, a Wiccan who was doing magic on this child. Somebody in power with a position of authority, fame, or recognition, popularity, celebrity status, who abused their power and was doing magic on this child so that they could abuse them. Clarify the 10 of Swords, we have sexual assault here. You're the victim of sexual assault and childhood trauma, Spirit is saying. This is clarifying the Moon, the 10 of Swords, the Lovers, childhood trauma, sexual assault. We have fall of civilization, clarifying the Ace of Coins here. Greed, corruption, indulgence, ignorance. This is the reason why there's a fall of civilization. Because of all these greedy, corrupt, ignorant as individuals. And the things that they indulge in. This toxic shit that they are indulged in, that they are a part of. To clarify the Seven of Swords, these liars, cheaters, thieves, manipulators, con artists, wearing a mask, sneaking and creeping around, trying to get away with something. We got karmics here. Spirit is saying all these people are karmics. Family's in the upright here. We have the Ten of Cups here as well. But this is families, friends, lovers, co-workers, government officials, professionals, random individuals. These people are karmics. They're liars, cheaters, thieves, manipulators, and con artists. There's a whole lot of them. Okay? To clarify Five of Swords, we have secret society here. Okay? These people belong to some type of cult, covenant, or secret society. Bottom of the deck, we got ritual sacrifice and children here. So this has to do with the ritual sacrifice of children. That's why Spirit was telling me this is a part of something bigger. Because of this, you know, the dream that I had. Okay? So somebody in a position of authority abused their power, was doing magic on a child, molesting them to cause some type of emotional pain, heartache, heartbreak, disillusionment, sorrow, tears, loss, all kind of things here. These secret things, hidden things, criminal activities, and things that was going on, this sneaky, freaky, creepy shit that was going on behind the scenes has to do with child abuse. This betrayal has to do with sexual assault. This group of people who collaborate together for the purposes of money, they're chained to the devil. These are people who have sold their soul to the devil. They're into dark magic, the dark arts. These people are paid some type of money or incentives to partake in these sick, twisted ass things that they are part of. Because they're greedy, materialistic, toxic ass individuals, corrupt as individuals, ignorant as individuals. But there's a tower here. This tower has to do with this alternative sexuality here, because I feel like something was done to like alter someone's sexuality. Okay, these liars, like there's a lot of like very deceptive individuals, a large group of them, or an entire family of karmic as individuals, Spirit is saying. There are even professionals, government officials, professionals who are involved in this. This Queen of Swords has some type of secret agenda, is aware of some type of secrets, or a part of some type of secrets of some kind here. Is a part of some type of secret society, or this conflict, defeat, this hostility, this abuse that somebody endured has to do with this secret society here. Spirit is saying that these people belong to. So that's what's going on here, y'all. Okay? Spirit, are there any other messages I need to share with the collective as it relates to this situation? I feel like this situation could have left you broken-hearted, collective. I'm seeing broken-hearted here. Spirit, what else is going on? I'm seeing low down and dirty shame, clarifying childhood trauma, sexual assault. Spirit, clarify the devil and fall of civilization. The devil with fall of civilization. These people got some type of money. I'm seeing unexpected fortunes here. The struggle is real. These people were plotting against you. I'm seeing plotting against you, disloyalty, ultimate betrayal. Spirit, clarifying. Yeah, I keep seeing unexpected fortune here. These people got some type of unexpected fortune. They got paid some type of money to do something to you or go along with something that was done to you. Spirit is saying these individuals are sellouts. Yeah. Yeah. These people were plotting against you. Someone is plotting against you here. Disloyalty. Ultimate betrayal. Baby blues, newborn. Something happened from the time that you were a newborn. I told you this was like a little kid. Like a little kid. That this was something could have started when you was a newborn. Up into older ages, but the child that I seen, I'm telling you, I feel like this child could walk, but like this was like, it's still like, you know, 1, 2, or 3 or something like that or whatever, or maybe 4 or I feel like before, maybe, you know, like it seems like a really young child, a really little child. Spirit, what else? These individuals could have even trafficked you, allowed you to be trafficked, to be abused by other people. That's another thing Spirit was telling me. That situations like this, like people who are, like it start in the family. Like you got family members who are sellouts or whatever. They are paid to like groom you, molest you. They are trained or taught on how to like satanically, ritualistically abuse you, but it'd be like the precursor before, you know, like you did, you know, then like at some point they allow other people to abuse you and different things like that while they turn a blind eye. But it's almost like getting you warmed up for something else later. You know what I'm saying? Like, ugh. Spirit, what else? What else is going on here? Yeah. You also have some type of inheritance of some kind, collective, that these people tried to steal or take from you. I keep seeing something about an inheritance of some kind. Yeah. This has to do, I feel like that's tied into some type of unexpected fortune here. But I feel like whatever that unexpected fortune, these people could have been trying to steal from you or take from you or withhold from you or something like that. These people got some type of money windfall though. What else is going on with these people? Like I know that they got paid. Yeah, look, fake family. Some of y'all, your family is not your real family, man. And it made it all the more easier for these people to abuse you. Spirit, clarify the Tower, 7 of Swords. Alternative sexuality, karmics. Yeah, can't trust nobody. Spirit. Clarify this Queen of Swords, Solar Eclipse, 5 of Swords, Secrets, Secret Society. Okay? I'm seeing backstabbers, disloyalty, and backstabbers. And then I'm seeing flying first class. Collective, you could have been trafficked on a plane before. I know I was trafficked by way of air. Not everybody is trafficked the same way, but I was trafficked on planes. Okay? It could have definitely happened when I was younger age, but the earliest age that I can remember right now being trafficked is when I was like 6 or 7 or what have you. But for those of you who were, this is your real family, there was definitely incestuous things that was going on within the family. Like you were groomed and like molested and abused by your family, like before others, like they, you know, others in power was like abuse you. Like it was almost like and for some of you are like you were supposed to be like groomed for something or something was done to make you ready for something or something like that. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. Flying first class, royal bloodline, you're a queen. I don't know. Some of y'all could have ties to a royal bloodline. You could have a royalty in your DNA. Spirit, what else is going on? You can't trust this person. So this person who was involved with molesting, grooming these children, this child that I seen in this dream, you can't trust this person, Spirit is saying. Spirit, what else? I keep seeing air signs here. I've seen Gemini and I'm seeing Aquarius. Yeah, you need to watch your surroundings at all times. Evil lives, Spirit is saying. Your family has lied to you about everything, question everything that you have ever been told. Yeah, I'm saying watch your surroundings at all times. Somebody should have been watching you. Like, as a child, you know, other people are responsible for the fuck watching you. You understand? I also just seen crooked government officials. It went back in the deck. What is this Tower? Seven of Swords. Energy, Spirit. Seeing Gemini again. Gemini, River. I'm also seeing your mama in dirt. I don't know if Spirit's saying your mom's in the dirt, like buried, or there's dirt on your mom or something. Like, that could have a bunch of meanings. What is a Tower? Seven of Swords. They're spying on you 24/7. Beware, Spirit is saying. Whoever this, I keep seeing Gemini. Whoever this Queen of Swords is could be a Gemini, because I keep seeing the Gemini energy. Yeah. I'm also seeing Capricorn here. Maybe this Queen of Coins could be a Capricorn. Okay. They're spying on you 24/7. You definitely need to watch your surrounding at all times. Evil lives, Spirit is saying. I'm also seeing something about your mama. Your mama, no good in the hood. Again, I'm seeing river. Again, I'm seeing air. Seeing Pisces. You could be a Pisces resonating with this. You did have the Page of Cups came out here. We're talking about situations that happen in your childhood. There's, you know, obviously things that, you know, probably happened as well when you were older. But like I said, from this reading is based off the dream that I had. And this child was like a little child, like baby child. Okay? Spirit, give me one more for this Moon, Ten of Swords energy. This Moon, Ten of Swords energy, as well as this. I keep also seeing Aquarius here. I'm seeing crooked cops in government. whoever this air sign individual is, or maybe there's more than one air sign available, or available, more than one air sign, a part of the situation or something. This person, whoever this Queen of Swords is a Gemini or Aquarius. Spirit, clarify this Tower, Seven of Swords. Okay. This is also collective while you're a targeted individual, while you're being gang stalked, community mobbed, illegal technology being used on you, you're being harassed, remote neural monitoring, neurologistic programming, electromagnetic frequencies, V2K, voice to skull, thought, dream, mind manipulation, brainwashing, mind control, different things like that that you have endured. I keep seeing Capricorn energy as well. Yeah. Keep seeing Capricorn energy as well. Spirit saying you can't trust this person. Any other messages, Spirit? There could be a Leo of significance. I'm seeing a lot of, I feel like maybe this is other people involved or know of this situations and different things like that. I'm seeing no good in the hood, Leo, Sagittarius. Something about no good in the hood, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also steady seeing Capricorn's energy here, okay? I'm also steady seeing Aquarius energy here. Whoever this Queen of Swords is could be a Gemini, okay? I'm going to get another card for them because there's a lot of signs that want to come out here. These people no good in the hood and a part of these situations, Spirit is saying. Spirit wants you to express yourself freely. Spirit, give me one more card. Yeah. I'm seeing he/she is lying to you. So whoever this Queen of Swords is, maybe this person lies all the time or is lying to somebody about something or something here. I'm also keep seeing something about waterfall. If you are a water sign, somebody could have wanted you to fall. Somebody could have made you fall or something like that. Something about a waterfall. Somebody could have wanted you to fall in some type of way. I'm seeing an Aries now. It didn't come out, but I'm seeing it here. Spirit, what's going on with this Queen of Swords energy? Queen of Swords, solar eclipse, Five of Swords. Other coincidence, like we were sitting up talking about all the different things, random things that like happen, subliminal things or whatever, when that person is trying to give you like whether they're trying to give you some type of subliminal message to drop you a secret clue or trying to trigger you in some type of way or what have you. One time, somebody that's supposed to be my cousin on my alleged mom's side of the family that really isn't my mom, this person was in the penitentiary, y'all. And I'm not even sure I don't even think before then I even knew that this person was locked up. Maybe I did. I don't think I knew that this person was locked up. But he was in a penitentiary. Yeah, I don't think I knew that he was locked up before he called me, but I hadn't seen him or talked to him in so many freaking years, y'all. And I don't even know how he got my number, who gave him my number, because I hadn't seen him or talked to him in so many different years. Okay. But he called me all of a sudden from the penitentiary, and this was in, on a cell phone or what have you. So, obviously he had to have my number. He obviously had to have like a calling card or something like that to place a call or whatever, because it wasn't like a collect card or anything like that or whatever. But after he spoke to me and different things like that or what have you, hey, how you doing, cuz, blah, 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 or whatever, he went into this long spiel. Like, it was almost like he wanted to get something off his chest. I don't know, like, in the moment, because, like, when this happened, I was still like early in my awakening. I wasn't even aware that I was being targeted at the time when this happened. I matter of factly know that I wasn't being targeted well, if I was being targeted, like, it hadn't been, they hadn't let me know yet I was being targeted. I was, I hadn't been a target all my life, but at that time I didn't know. So he called me from the penitentiary, y'all, and it was almost like he wanted to get something off his chest, like he wanted to tell me something. And he went into this spiel about sisters and brothers having sex with one another. And I'm not gonna mention his name or anything like that, or put his business out there or whatever, but he was telling me about how him and his sister was having sex together all the time when they were kids, when they were younger. And I was like, what, or what have you. But I feel like it was a subliminal message within that to, like, warn me or tell me about sisters and brothers having sex together or what have you, because I feel like it was more like, it could have just been like he, like, what I'm saying, like, but why? I hadn't talked to him or seen him in so many years, and of all the people, why did you want to call me and tell me? You understand what I'm saying? So, like, it was either a subliminal message to warn me, hey, somebody that you're talking to or dealing with is actually your sister, your brother, or something like that, your sister, or something like that, or whatever. Or this was just, he wanted to tell me, like, enlighten me about the incest within the family. Which, and I don't know, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm a very open-minded person. As outlandish as that is, and, like, flabbergasting or whatever, I didn't treat him no different. Like, what I'm saying? At that point, like I said, I was still, like, early in my awakening. I had no idea that I was a targeted individual yet. All the crazy shit hadn't started. Well, it had, but it wasn't, like, just how bad it had got yet or whatever with me being targeted or whatever, y'all. So I didn't treat him no different. I'm like, well, it's okay, cuz, or whatever. And I remember, because his sister, she got pregnant when she was young. And then I remember her getting, like, shipped off, like, leaving, going to stay somewhere else. And I remember asking him, was that his child or what have you? So we ended up having that conversation, and he was telling me how, like, they was, like, screwing like rabbits, like, all the freaking time or whatever. And it was interesting because I had told him something that I never told anybody. But his brother, when I was younger, every once in a while we used to go over there all the time, because his mother and my alleged mother are cousins. Okay, so we would go over there and from time to time or whatever, and then, like, all the young people would be upstairs. But his brother had tried to have sex with me before when I was young. Like, he literally got me, like, trapped in the closet, kissing on me or whatever, like, trying to have sex with me, like, whipped out his dick or whatever. So I don't know if, like, this is something they was introduced to, if they went through childhood trauma or something like that, and was like, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, when you're young, like, that should be learned behavior. Like, you either seen that shit somewhere, or you experience some type of sexual abuse, especially when a person is, like, overly promiscuous. But I ain't never told a soul. Like, his brother didn't actually get to have sex with me, but, like, he was literally trying. Like, he was, like, feel on me, touch on me, kiss on me, like, all kinds of stuff. Like, in that time he got me in the closet, he had this, like, weird closet. You had to walk up these steps to get inside of it, and it was almost like, it was like this walk-in closet, but you, like, went up these 2-3 little steps and got up inside of it. And so we was all hanging out upstairs in his room, and I'll never forget that. Like, he literally tried to have sex with me, or whatever, y'all. But and so I don't know if he thought, if he told me that I was gonna treat him different. But I'm like, shit. Yeah, at the time, I'm like, look, you still my cousin. I don't love you any different. You know, people fuck up, people make mistakes. You was young. It's okay. Don't, you know. So, and then I went into the, kind of try to lighten the situation. It was like, well, do you need anything? You want me to send you some money or put some on your books or something like that or whatever? Because before that, like, I didn't even know that he was locked up. And like, he had to get caught up, y'all. I catch y'all not. After I spoke to him, they murdered him. He popped up the fuck dead. Somebody either listened to their conversation or some kind of sway, some type of word got back, but all of a sudden they claimed he had an asthma attack in prison. Now, he had been in there all the motherfucking years and didn't have no fucking asthma attack to fucking die. He was murdered. They sacrificed him. They set him up and they killed him, bro. And that's not even the only person. It's like several people died. Like, right after I talked to them and they had told me something, they died. My alleged dad, he began to open up and start telling me stuff or whatever. All kinds of shit was going on at his old lady house. I never fucking forget. He was telling me shit and he had to call me. He was practically begging me. He was like, Tiff, let your daddy come and stay with you. I'm not going to interfere with your life. I never forget the conversation. Like, I'm not going to interfere with your life. Let your daddy come and stay with you. And I was like, I would have to move. Dad, I need to get a bigger place or whatever, so you can on room and stuff like that or whatever. He was like, okay, well, work on that. While you work on that, he's like, he's gonna go stay down at his mama house because all kinds of shit was happening at his old lady house. His, from money to, nope, like other shit coming up missing and different shit like that or whatever. Not getting, proper meals and he was like real bad diabetic and shit like that. He had to take his medications on time. He had to eat, proper meals and different shit like that. Like, shit had to be done in an orderly fashion when you were diabetic like that, and you had to take insulin and all this other kind of shit like that or whatever. And it was interesting because they actually tried to sacrifice him before. They had a brand new SUV, man, and he was driving around, I never fucking forget it. And all of a sudden, it was like a catastrophic accident. The whole damn vehicle totaled the fuck out. He didn't fucking die though. He came out that shit without a fucking scratch and shit or whatever. Man, I kid you not. He was telling me all kinds of shit. He was like, yeah, your mama lied, and like he was telling me all kinds of stuff. But he was like practically begging me to get a place. I'm like, all right, bet I'm gonna work on it or whatever. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You can come stay with me. No problem. Chill. So while I'm working on that shit, he said he was going to stay down at his mama house, man. And so he went to stay down in his mama house. He went in his mama house that long, and then he fucking went into a diabetic coma and ended up fucking dying. They fucking killed him. Obviously, there was the third time that they tried to kill him. The first time was the car wreck. The second time they had went down, the whole family. Now, mind you, I'm always excluded from some shit. The whole family, they had written cabins out by the lake and shit. Went down by the lake and shit. I believe it fucking pours and had some more shit to fuck down there or some shit. Some more hocus pocus ass shit or whatever. But they came back to fuck from that. All this other shit was going on. Motherfuckers stealing from him, shit coming up missing and all his shit coming up missing and all this other kind of shit or whatever. So I'm like, cool. He was telling me about shit. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna make something happen or whatever. He gonna go stay down in his mama house. In the meantime, then he popped up the foot dead. Okay. Now remember, those are the family members that's on his side that I told you they started dying back to back, all 4 months apart. You know what I'm saying? Starting with him. And then it was him, and then his mother, her two sisters, which would have been my grandmother. She had two sisters, and then it was a nephew. One of the sisters that died, her son, or whatever. We ended up having a black and white party for the first three who had then passed away, all 4 months the fuck apart, y'all. At the black and white party, me and my cousin Junior, we was the only one. We was the last ones that was left there with the other people that was there, helping clean up. Everybody had then came, ate, got drunk, got whatever, left whatever. We was the last ones there cleaning up and all this other kind of stuff, whatever. We ended up standing out there outside the little venue place we was in, or whatever clubhouse place we was in, had the event at. And cuz was talking to me like how shit was going on. Y'all, they murdered him in cold blood and broad motherfucking daylight on the busiest motherfucking street on that motherfucking side of town, bruh. Walking home the fuck from church, and I swear to God, the nigga that they pinned the murder on is a fucking patsy, bro. Is a goddamn patsy. Cause he was fucking blood sacrifice. That shit was set up. I had just talked. There's several people I had just fucking talked to, and then they were dead right after I talked to them. All the way back to 2012, Granny Joy, I swear to God. And they was doing fucking rituals. She died fucking right after Thanksgiving. My alleged dad, he died right after fucking Christmas. I'm like, they doing fucking holiday rituals around this bitch. Or some type of shit like that. Or whatever. Like, I found that to be so fucking eerie. I had talked to her on Thanksgiving Day. I never forget. And she was in ICU, so you can. My daughter was very young at the time, so you can't take kids in you know, an intensive care unit or whatever. So I'm like telling her, but when my ex get home, she can, you know, watch her while I come in there and bring some food or whatever. It's the holidays, and I never forget. She was like, she was telling me it's okay, don't worry. I'm talking about she was up, she was talking just as clear, breathing on her own, every fucking thing, y'all, every fucking thing. Thanksgiving Day, she said her pastor had been by there. They had brought her some food. She was okay. Don't worry about it. Just, you know, stay with my baby or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I just come the next day or whatever. Y'all, by the next day, she was on 100% motherfucking oxygen, fucking died. Couldn't even breathe on her own. Dying. They killed her. Like, I'm trying to tell you, man, this shit crazy. Y'all think it's the fucking game when it's really the fuck not, man. And I figured out how these motherfuckers is getting away with these blood sacrifices. Like a lot of stuff be blatantly in your face on docket, on books, listed as a murder. The majority of these people, see, they love to catch the people that's already got pre-existing health conditions. Because then all they got to do is like drug you with something, poison you with something, or do some type of magic on you, do something to flare up whatever that pre-existing health condition you got. So when you go into the hospital or some shit like that, or you die all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it was that pre-existing health condition was the reason why you died, and that's how they cover up that shit. And that's how, and because I was, for the life of me, I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, how the fuck can, like, for any detective, this shit would be suspicious, but shit is not going to detectives if it's being made to seem like natural. Only thing a detective is going to see is something that you know, paperwork that they got on that is listed as a murder. Now, if these was back-to-back, matter-of-factly being called murders, then they would investigate all of this. But if you got a whole bunch of deaths that's happening back-to-back, and the people just dying and they being buried real quick, and it's being listed as natural causes or due to whatever condition, it's not going to the police or the authorities where it's being listed as a fucking murder. And that's how these bitches is getting the fuck away with this shit. I swear to God. I bet she was just fucking fine. She moved around on her own just fine. She did have a little breathing machine, little oxygen thing, but she carried it on her in a little thing, like a purse, like a little handbag thing. All she had to do, she didn't even have to wear it all the time like that. But when she did, you know what I'm saying? It just needed to be juiced up or whatever. She was on about her bitch. She got around just fine. Lived just alone just fine. Got around just fine. Mobile on her own, drove all kinds of shit. Somebody unplugged her motherfucking machine, man. She left the fucking house, I think, to go get her grandbabies from school or some shit like that, man, whatever. It ended up stopped at the goddamn stop sign, out of breath, can't breathe. Something what the fuck was done to her. These was people we just had seen 4 months prior at the funerals before. Then she had a sister, Aunt Linda. Now Aunt Linda would, you know, little heavy set, you know, probably had high blood pressure, high cholesterol and shit like that or whatever. She had I think a little cane she was walking on or whatever, but was up and about, talking fine, getting around fine, doing her just the fuck fine. All of a sudden, fucking in hospice, dead. What? Just seen these people. Just talk to these people. They just fucking died? Bullshit, man. Don't believe that shit the fuck you want to. Them is fucking murders. Them is fucking murders. I don't give a fuck who nobody is, where the fuck you like my life. You don't have the right to snuff out nobody else's fucking life, man. It was not them people's time to die. You ain't never ever the fuck in history you done seen people just die in whole families, back to back to back to back. Something the fuck is wrong. Because if it is naturally happening, y'all got some demonic ass shit on y'all. Your whole family the fuck is cursed. And y'all all dying like this. It's got to be something else going on. That shit don't even break down right scientifically. You couldn't come up with some scientific formula that would make any of that shit logical. Just to occur like that. Man, I'm trying to tell you, bro. Spirit, give me one more card, please. Yeah, so I'm seeing someone put a spell on you. Whoever this air sign is, this person, I'm seeing witchcraft, black magic, voodoo, hoodoo. Someone put a spell on you. This air sign here put some type of spell on you, curse on you, or what have you. You got corrupt cops in government here. Your family has lied to you about everything, questioned everything you've ever been told. Okay? You can't trust these people. Collective. Okay? You could be a water sign. Okay? As well. Here we're going to get one more card. Here as well. A lot of different signs came out here. Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Leo. No good in the hood. Especially this air sign. Look, I'm even seeing we got multiple air signs out here. But even a card I got here to say air has come out here. Wow. That shit crazy. I got 2 cards here to say air. There's got to be more than one air sign. I think I realized that I wrote air twice. Okay, because on the back of one it says sky here. And you got 2 air signs out here. Gemini and Aquarius here. That's interesting here. Something is heavily aspected as it relates to these damn air signs here. A lot of people involved. I'm seeing dirt. Again. I'm seeing Virgo here. There could be several people that's involved in you know, sellouts as a part of these cult clubs, secret societies, different shit that these people are involved in. Spirit, what else is going on here? Give me one more, please. Spirit wants you to love yourself. Okay, that's probably the only love that you've ever had. But Spirit say love yourself. There could be some type of fussing, fighting, or cussing going on. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing they stole your identity. You could have a... They stole your identity, or you have a stolen identity. Here, this card say they stole your identity. You can't trust this person. They stole your identity. Your family has lied to you about everything, questioned everything you've ever been told. Crooked cops in government. Someone put a spell on you. Okay? That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here, though, y'all. Okay? We're going to get a couple closing messages, and we're going to get out this energy. I'm seeing they never wanted you to wake up. This is interesting because I wrote this card in the terms of, like, you know, someone being awakened, like being woke, or somebody didn't want you to wake up like that, like to ever be awakened or what have you. But I feel like somebody, remember when I was telling you somebody was doing something to you when you were asleep, or doing something to a child like when they were asleep? Because I was seeing this child look like they laying in the bed or laying somewhere, like somebody would come in and do something while someone was asleep or in the bed or something like that, or whatever. You could have woke up. while something was being done to you, or while something was being done to someone else, or something like that. Yeah, I'm seeing here trauma forced upon you. Your mother tried to kill you. The person that you know is your mother, or believe is your mother, could have tried to kill you. That's interesting. I'm saying, dear God, make me a bird so I can fly far, far away. Double crossers. Whoever this air sign is a double crosser. Okay? There are corrupt cops that's involved. Critical condition. Somebody could have left you in critical condition. Spirit, what is going on? I'm seeing colorism here. Okay? Hated on by your own kind. Spirits say pay attention to the red flags. Spirits say they're going to pay with their life for what they've done. This air sign going to pay with their life for what they've done. Your guards are up for good reasons. Keep that in mind and choose wisely, Spirit is saying. Somebody is tampering with evidence or tampered with some type of evidence. You all alone, but you're doing just fine. I'm seeing shadow banning. Somebody could have shadow banned you or something like that or whatever. Trying to keep you from being seen. Yeah. That blood contract they signed. A karmic ex set you up and targeted you to be gang stalked. So you got a karmic ex who is even involved in this, who set you up to be targeted and gang stalked. Spirit is saying. Yeah. Secret witches and warlocks in secret societies. This world is run, ruled, and controlled by hate, racism, colorism, discrimination, sex, violence, and Satanism. You no longer going along to get along. Spirit say stay strong. Corrupt people in power are grooming, brainwashing, and mind controlling your the children. Somebody could be a strong crackhead. I'm seeing doing the dirty work of the wealthy, elite rulers, masters, and rulers here. Somebody was paid to like abuse you, abuse your child. For those of you who you're not resonating with this happening to you, this was done to your child. You could have even endured. This could have happened to you and your child. Because I'm seeing my daughter go through some of the same traumas that I went through myself. Like, sometimes, like, they'll, like, revamp some shit through your child and different shit like that. This was betrayal for the love of money. Somebody could have hired a hitman to take you out, Spirit is saying. You're good for nothing. Mother betrayed, neglected, abandoned, sabotaged, sacrificed, and chose your siblings over you. They say they gangsters, but they never pop nothing. Some of these elder individuals, they could be a part of a religious cult. A cult is a cult. Illegally funded government operation, Spirit is saying. Cursed from birth. Hypocrites. Too many years you done paid the price. Why they have to put out this drama in your life? There's a scammer being exposed as a con artist. Could be that air sign. Spirit, what else is going on? Spirit say they tried to frame you for a crime that they committed. Conflicts, confusions, and competition. They think you don't know. could have a jealous sister that's been doing spell work on you. Deadbeat dads. Religious cults. Spirits say break every change. They seek to see you lose. Hate. They hate you. Something could have been put on the dark web. This could have been a feeling that I had when I felt like people were watching. Your supposed families is your worst enemies. Yeah, I'm watching you. Any other messages? Invasion of privacy. Somebody could be in a fraudulent marriage as well. Involves. Which language? Word magic. They lied in court. So they could have lied in court about something, Spirit is saying. Spirit, what else? Racism is real. Corruption within the government. Heavy burdens. Childhood trauma and abuse could be the reason why some of you could be have a fear of commitment. I'm seeing here, if you've taken oaths within satanic secret societies and signed blood contracts with the enemy only to set up and sacrifice your own people for money, you're satanic, Masonic, and demonic. You're a satanic Masonic and demonic coward. So stay the fuck from around me, traitor. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Seeing sex magic here. Somebody could have been doing sex magic on you, or your children even. Okay, and this is what they do here. Somebody could even be a part of some type of prostitution rings or sex rings or something like that, or what have you. Yeah, I'm seeing human sex trafficking. So you could have been trafficked, collective. Okay, guys, so sorry about that, y'all. Okay, about that interruption, I got a call real quick. You could have been sex trafficked, collective. Okay, but remember me telling you, like, there was sex magic that was done. So like, they have women to molest little girls and do satanic ritual abuse on them, sex magic and different things like that to alter their sexuality. That's what this alternative sexuality means. This is the reason why you was a lesbian. Okay, this is the reason why I said what I said. That's the reason why I gave y'all that disclaimer earlier, because I don't want nobody a part of the LGBT community to be like, oh, this bitch just saying some shit, just like, you know, throwing some slicks. Like, no, I'm like, I don't hate on anybody in the LGBT community like that. I'm not saying that to be like mean or rude or disrespectful to nobody. Like, I was part of the LGBT community, like, you know what I'm saying, whether I still live that lifestyle or not. Like, who would I be to be like, you know, you people, you know, type of thing. I'm just saying, or whatever. But if you don't identify with that, you don't feel like that, you got the right to live your life the way you want to live your life. You know, keep doing you. I'm just saying, like, there's somebody in the world that's going to apply, that's going to resonate with, that that'll apply to, or what have you. Especially, you know, some people, they be confused for a little while or whatever, you know, before they come out, and different things, may not understand why they have certain feelings or emotions they do, maybe can't remember certain abuses and different things like that, or what have you. Especially, you know, y'all need to understand, like, some forms of abuse, like not all, like, when a person say abuse, a lot of people think, oh, hurting you, torture, pain, different things. Y'all would be surprised. Some forms of abuse is set up to make it seem like it's nice, it's sweet, it's soothing, it's sensual, it feels good, and if that's how they get, that's what grooming is, and different things like that, or whatever. All while inappropriate things is going on and happening or being done to a person. You know what I'm saying? So this was done to you, collective, or what have you. But this is what Spirit was telling me. It was like, there is a bigger like meaning behind all this or purpose behind all this, or as to why this is happening. Like this may have happened to you, collective, may have happened to your child, collective, but if spirit's point is that it's happened to other people. They have men to do this to young boys and shit. Okay, and it's all of it, like ties back to the satanic powers that be. It goes into this systematic abuse. They are turning people out on purpose. Okay, to alter people, change people's sexuality, make people male sexually promiscuous, make people be into the same sex. Even if you like just end up being somebody who is bisexual, or like you into poly, or you know what I'm saying, or you what, it's all different kind of sexuals. Okay, or what have you. These things are done to alter people's sexualities and different things like that, or what have you, guys. Okay, once again, spirit is saying you can't trust nobody. Okay, those of you who have children, your minor children, was even like spell work was done with them and to them. They could have even been coached on how to do spell work on you. Okay. That's for those of you who have children. Okay, as it relates to that message, there was definitely spell work that was done on you that has come out. They want me to stop speaking. Okay, yeah, it's your turn to shine now, collective, and the haters are mad. Somebody could be, I'm seeing haunted here, so somebody could be trying to haunt you, taunt you, just like that dream I had. Spirit, anybody else is having dreams like that or what have you, somebody could be trying to like trigger you through your childhood trauma and different things as well. Okay, spirit is saying angels watch over you. Okay, you've been abused all your life on purpose. It was a setup all along, spirit is saying. Yeah, major deals and money moves. Okay, a lot of spells was done on you, spirit is saying. Okay, to have you in the sunken place. Okay, backroom deals is being made. Spirit say they thought you were slow, dumb, and stupid, but you're not. Someone who is someone who is about to die is trying to get your attention. I'm seeing ding dong, the witch is dead. If this Queen of Swords here is elderly, is old by now, this person could be about to die and trying to get your attention here. Okay, I'm seeing ding dong, the witch is dead. This person could be about to die or is dying. I'm seeing order out of chaos, problem, reaction, solution here. So these people be causing, you know, like this is how they manipulate and control people. Okay, they cause they get the order that they want out of chaos that they created. So they create the problem to get a certain reaction, or you know what I'm saying, or the solution, you know what I'm saying, that they want, and act like they got the solution to some type of shit or whatever. Y'all need to cut off and excommunicate from toxic family forever, spirit is saying. Okay, the enemy big mad. Spirit, what else is going on? Somebody is trying to trap you. Evil is as evil does. Toxicity. I'm seeing targeted individual. You could be a targeted individual, collective. Never put your trust in mankind. They'll fail you every time. Okay, I feel like what we talked about today is all a part of you knowing the full truth and being and letting and finally being able to let go of the past. Okay, spirit is saying your grandmother is a witch. This Queen of Swords could be a grandmother. Okay, but it could be anybody. It says your grandmother is a witch, so is your mama, aunt, sisters, and cousin, and others here. You see how these are all women? Okay, I'm seeing it's about to go down. A change is going to come. Family secrets. murder. These people could have even been involved in people's murder. The hate is real. Satanic cults. Somebody could be having sleepless nights, or there's something could have been done to be cause you sleepless nights or something like that, or what have you. I'm also seeing initiation. Something could have been done to try to initiate you in something. You could have evil stepsisters involved. I'm seeing casting spells on you. You may have an evil stepsister that's casting spells on you currently here. Okay, I keep seeing something. I'm seeing higher power here, and I'm seeing royal status here. Whoever you are collective, you have some type of royal excuse me, royal status of some kind. Okay, Spirit, any other messages? Yeah, trying to steal your sexual energy. Something could have also been done to steal your sexual energy for their own benefit. I'm also seeing animal sacrifice. Spirit, any other messages? There could have been some type of DHS scandals or cover-ups or something like that when you were a child, with things that was happening to you or being done to you. Spirit, any other messages? I'm seeing murderous mother here, okay? Somebody mother want to murder them, try to murder you or something like that, okay? Yeah, your entire family is in on the setup. Sneaky conning fox. You were treated like an orphan, Spirit is saying. Spirit, what other messages collective need to know to wrap this up? Don't allow anybody to take your kindness for weakness, collective. Somebody is a psychotic narcissist. These wanksters need to stop fronting, Spirit is saying. Okay? Spirit, any other messages? Any other messages? These people are liars, cheaters, and thieves. You could have an evil stepmother. These people, I also keep seeing something like it's some weird shit going on, but I keep, like, I'm seeing things, hearing certain things where it's like these people that's a part of this shit, like, it's almost like they're like somebody being egged on, like, yeah, you can do this, or do it, or you know, something like that, like, you know, almost like motivation, like motivating somebody or something, or you can do this, or do it, or like, the fuck, like, what? I'm seeing scandalous here, so obviously this entire situation is scandalous as the fuck. Seeing satanic panic here, cover up, okay? You could have been illegally sold to a fake phony family, Spirit is saying. Your sold out parents and the government has been making money off of you for years, okay? Spirit, any other messages? I'm seeing you. Sometimes you gotta smile to keep from crying. Something is a setup. Legally funded industry operations. Controlling narc. Women in power are more vicious than the men. So remember, we was talking about women in power, somebody in power, positions of authority, fame, recognition, abusing their power. I'm seeing fakes, frauds, and imposters here. Bottom line is, collective, this was you were groomed, okay, and molested, and certain things happen to you to alter your sexuality on purpose, okay. um and it started right in your supposed family. Spirit is saying it started right in your family. I feel like it's what the moral of the story is, okay. I'm seeing sex addictions here. Somebody tried to create a sex addiction within you. um like some forms of abuse to some people, it makes them promiscuous, have sex addictions, um, and all kinds of things. Okay, but that's what's going on here, y'all. This reading has gone on a lot longer um, than I expected. Okay. But that's what's going on here, guys. Okay, so y'all can resonate if y'all, some of y'all may resonate with this reading. Okay, others of you all may, um, you know, there could be other persons that you know who may have endured this and may resonate with this reading or with these things or what have you. Okay, and those of you who know other persons that this may, align with or something like that, then perhaps what we talked about here today will help you to maybe understand that person better. Okay, their life, their lifestyle, their behavior, their way of being, or what have you. Okay, seeing corrupt people in professional positions. Ten of Swords here. Okay, so the Ten of Swords, we know, talks about betrayal. It's like ultimate betrayal. It's backstabbing energy. It's cruelty. It's disloyalty. It's sabotage. It's ruin. Okay. These people could have been trying to do something. I'm seeing humiliation rituals. Hashtag bullies here. These people could have tried to like do some type of humiliation ritual on you in some type of way. I'm seeing CIA, FBI, government here. So like there are even higher ups in government or in power who is aware of what's going on. Okay, you could be finding out the truth. I'm seeing finding out the truth about my real family. Okay, the CIA or FBI could know the truth about your real family. Yeah, you think you know someone until you found out their evil is hidden. Yeah. Your parents allowed the government to put you under mind control as a kid for money. Okay, so not only collected were you abused within your family, whether real family or not, um you was abused by other persons as well. Okay, yeah, unfortunately everybody is an op and has been infiltrated. Okay, I'm seeing revenge here and backfire spells here. How these people abuse you all your life, but they want revenge on you. Okay? They refuse to stay about your energy, refuse to stay about your business, refuse to stay the fuck about your life, but somehow want revenge on you when they literally been abusing you since you were a baby. How do you explain that? Because, see, people got that twisted. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? They try to, they'll come up with whatever they want to come up with as to why they don't like you, why they got a problem with you, why they feel some type of way about you. They'll spread all kinds of shit all through the, grapevine about you and, but won't never tell you shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's easy enough to do when a person is an adult, okay? Because when a person become an adult, they become their own person. People fuck up, people make mistakes, they build their own character, have their own way of being. Some people gonna like it, some people are not. You know what I'm saying? But before that, when you were a child, if you'd have been abused all your life, what was your excuse then? People love to jump to when it's the fuck convenient for them. If people are abusing you now the same way that they abused you back then, especially when talking about family and different things like that or whatever, what the fuck was your excuse then? They can't come up with any type of explanation. And even currently, they can talk to their black and blue in the face. They say whatever type of fuck shit they want to say the fuck about you, but they're not going to say anything to your face. See, I don't say anything that I can't repeat to any person. Most of the time, I speak generally about certain topics or whatever. I don't say no names. I don't slander people by names or different things like that. But when I matter of factly end up saying a name to make a point about something, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, there's nobody that I'm going to lie on just to be lying on just to fuck because. And anything I say, I can repeat to verbatim to that damn person. Because I ain't lying. And I ain't got no reason to make anything up. You understand what I'm saying? But if you notice, a lot of the people who your bullies, who got so much to say about you, talk about you behind your back and different shit like that or whatever, they ain't got shit to say when they see you face to face. You understand what I'm saying? And that should be bullshit. That should be straight up bullshit. Okay? But that's what's going on here. Collective, I'm seeing intimidation tactics. They've been using all type of intimidation tactics to, like, I don't know, like hunt you, taunt you, harass you, make you feel some type of way. And see, intimidation. Wow. I'm seeing intimidation tactics with aunt or uncle. There could be an aunt or uncle who been using some type of intimidation tactics against you. It's some very evil people who want to sacrifice you. It's because you know the truth. Like I said, they never wanted you to wake up. They never wanted you to be awake or aware. This is the reason why they've been spiritually attacking you. Okay? But bitch better have your money. Okay? That part. Underground pizza. Okay? Spirit saying somebody is an old fool. Yeah, see, they mad because they can no longer play in your face, Spirit is saying. Spirit, any other messages? Serial voodoo killer. This Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, whoever is a serial, somebody is a serial voodoo killer. Spirit say these clowns way too cocky. Okay? I'm seeing gossip here. Someone in your life is mean and abusive, okay? These people could be doing a whole lot of gossiping and different things like that, but they're very people who did all kind of fucked up shit to you even when you were a child. Yeah, this is some type of form of organized crime, Spirit is saying. What these people are involved in is organized crime. Believe it or not. Even when it comes to the abuse of children and all this other kind of stuff, this is organized crime. These people are two-faced, Spirit is saying. Collective, you've been suffering in silence with certain feelings or emotions or different things as such here. Okay, I'm seeing cold case files here. Black magic. Somebody is a murderous black widow. Any other messages, Spirit? Yeah, they can no longer control you, which is also something they could be mad about, Spirit is saying. Yeah, I'm seeing celebrity, insanity, bad to the bone, setup gone wrong. Any other messages, Spirit? Okay, these could be some mentally unstable individuals who are involved in these things here. I keep seeing something about celebrity here. I don't know if you know any celebrities. Celebrities could be involved, or somebody is a celebrity or something like that. Okay. You got fake phony Christians who even got the audacity to be involved in these things. The Spirit is saying, somebody better be glad you ain't who you used to be, okay? Because you liable with a snap, cracked, and popped a long damn time ago on their ass or what have you. But, to God be the glory for change. Okay? But those are your messages, guys. I thank you all so very much for listening, for watching, y'all. Ooh, child, it's later in the morning now. It's like 9 something, child. Like, I was woke up with this shit at like, what was it, 4 something this morning? Okay, and I'm just like, I be getting so damn drove, y'all. I kid you not. Like, if I doze off, say like 10, 11, or something like that, or what have you, at night, I swear to God, somewhere in between 3 and 4, I'm gonna be woke up. Okay, with some type of radical ass fucking dream and like all this other kinds of shit or whatever. But like, this shit was just like disturbing on a whole nother level. I was just like totally fucking pissed off. I was tired and shit. So I just said fuck it and decided to look into these situations. But I spoke about all these things that I spoke with you all about on today because Spirit is telling me like this is a part of something bigger, y'all. Young people, like children, from like we're not even talking about teenage, like, you know what I'm saying? You got teenagers this day and time, okay? Like high school, okay? There's whether you want to believe it or not, whether you like it or not, that cuss better than you, okay? That wooing, doing, screwing, sucking, ucking, and all other kind of stuff probably better than you, okay? All on their own, not even being the fuck forced, okay? And look at the environment, look at everything they listen to and everything they watch, and you wonder the hell why. But we not even talking about, some older teens, fast, hot in the ass, smelling themselves, feeling themselves, type of energies here. We talking about abuses like of babies, y'all. Babies. And Spirit is saying like, you know what I'm saying? And for, I'm like solely looking at this is like, you know what I'm saying? Fucked up situations that, you know what I'm saying, happened to me or my child, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But it was like the precursor to something bigger, because Spirit, it was like this is a part of something bigger. That's the reason why organized crime came out here. This is something that's been going on a long time, man, and people are not going to likely believe this. This is why I be telling y'all the shit that I be telling y'all. And this is also the reason why these people, when they decided to embrace the gay community, they've been pushing it so hard and pushing it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? On one hand, you got Satan is, and devil worship, and on the other hand, you got LGBT community, homosexuality, or whatever, all being pushed on people at the same time, and they have even combined the fucking two. Okay, which kind of pissed me off when they finally did decide to pass gay rights and shit like that or whatever, because I'm like, and you even seen it when the Lil Nas X dude, he came out or whatever, I think that was his was it the Call Me By My Name song or what have you, when he was down there, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I get you get, like, I understand that, okay, but I'm trying to figure out how do you combine the two. They literally tried to make it seem like if you are gay, lesbian, homosexual, however you want to say it, that you are a devil worshiper. And I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying, even when I lived that life, I didn't worship the damn devil. And as a matter of fact, most of the gay people I have ever known proclaim to be Christians. Came up in the church, came into the church. You know what I'm saying? And that I knew, that definitively blatantly in my face, practice, devil worship or anything like that, solely not because I feel like those are two different things. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about somebody being into devil worship solely because you are gay. That is absurd. That don't make sense. That is absurd. I don't feel like because you are gay that you are a devil worshiper or whatever. And that's literally how they intertwine the two and push it off on everybody all at the same time. And then it also pisses me off when it comes to the people in the industry, to the people in the government, to these wealthy elites and shit. They try to make it seem like, oh, we're in support of the LGBT community, embracing everybody as a whole and their rights, but these motherfuckers still trapped in the closet they goddamn self. If you was really in support of the damn LGBT community, okay, because we never needed your permission or approval to fucking be gay if we the fuck wanted to, bitch, okay? So if you was really in support of the LGBT community card, did you, cause or community or whatever, your ass wouldn't still be trapped in the closet. Your low down dirty doings wouldn't still be swept under rugs and under the fuck covers and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't say that you are in support of the LGBT community card, but you won't even come out and tell people that you've been playing in their face all these years and tell people who the fuck is transgender or not. You won't tell the people which one of y'all like cross-dressing behind the scene. You won't tell the people which one of you is switch hitters. On the surface, yeah, you got a wife and got family, but behind the scenes, you really like to get down with the get down because it's really another man that really gets you hard. Now, I ain't gonna judge you harshly, like be in dislike of you because of that. I understand. Okay? But you can't say you in support of a community of people, but you still want to keep it secret and hidden and on the download what you really about, what you're really into. If you're really in support of it, you should be in support of even yourself. But they still tiptoeing around here playing in people's damn face. And in this day and time, back in the day, they were very secretive and hid a whole lot of shit or whatever because of their positions and titles and roles and that they had and the type of money that they have and prestigious that they have. But in this day and time, everything's out in the open. Everybody letting it all hang the fuck out. So they ain't no fucking excuses as to why, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't want the general public knowing the truth about, what you like, what you want, what you desire. You know what I'm saying? You know how many beards out here, how many women out here are beards for their husbands? Do you ever think about how them women feel? They play their role. They take care of the house, they take care of the children, they play their role, they be your little eye candy, they go with you to your little conventions and your meetings and your little gatherings and get-togethers. That when there need to be some family unified front or whatever. But them women are miserable and they are unhappy behind the fucking scenes, and they would like to be free to be who themselves and be loved and different things like that. That's the reason why the majority of them is the fuck lesbians the fuck now, because they didn't deal with sorry ass men that's in the closet all this goddamn time, living a goddamn lie, and so they have to sacrifice themselves and their own life just for you to have a successful the fuck career, and they don't even halfway get as the fucking the respect that they should, while you still running around here stuffing with the big dogs talking about it's a man's world. It's stupid. I'm sorry, somebody that just heard that ain't gonna like what I said, but it's the truth. It's the truth. But that's what's going on here, collective. Spirit is saying this is a part of something bigger. They are literally using women, grown women, y'all, to turn out little girls, and grown men to turn out little boys. And it's like the precursor of other things, you being abused by other people and different things like that. That's like you like incestuous things going on at home, or you being molested or groomed and abused in certain ways at home, but then from there you raped or you taken advantage of by somebody in a church, a leader in a church. And if you didn't grow up in a church, then it happens in the school. You understand what I'm saying? Or so on and so forth. Or, you know, wherever. Okay? And especially if your family that set you up for failure and sold you out, and you remember the cards that was at the bottom of the deck, ritual sacrifice in children? We're being sacrificed. Children are being sacrificed right from their childhood. Without your knowledge, without your permission, without your fucking approval. You're like being cursed to fuck for birth before you even begin to fucking live life. Set up as a sacrifice for other people to live comfortably, to make money, and different shit like that. Meanwhile, you going through these abuses. Your life is being made a living fucking hell. Every day, you suffering in silence, and it's a struggle to fuck for you, and you don't know that you was set up from a fucking child. Can't quite figure out why you can't get the fuck ahead. Why everybody you come in contact with is doing things to hurt you or to harm you and different things like that. You have no idea that you was set up from a fucking child. Sold out by your parents to the fucking government to allow them to experiment on you. Allow them to do mind control on you. And then these bitches, they have the audacity to illegally invade and violate you, hack you, track you, all kinds of shit your entire fucking life. They abuse you too. But then for the moment that they realize that your ass is awakened, you are targeted in the fucking individual. And they make your life even more a living fucking hell just because they don't want you to know the truth. Then that's when they try to deflect from all the fucked up shit that they had done to you. And by then, by any means, trying to get rid of you or trying to reverse psychology some shit, deflect from what they're fucking doing, reverse psychology some shit to try to flip some, perverse some, reverse something back onto you. When they've been abusing you and making money off you too since you was a fucking child. But ain't nobody gonna tell the truth about that. Nah, that's too much like right there. This is shit I be talking about, y'all, okay? But that's today's message, guys. I thank y'all so very much for listening, for watching. As always, y'all take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies, honey. Remember, this is a wicked, wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil just lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep. Watch the surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God.